I'd be angry if I lived on Coronation Street. Just because of the quality of show I was in. What the fuck is that? Wait. Is my ammo gone? What the fuck? Have I been raided again? I've been fucking raided again! What? What the fuck is the laughing? Has this become a horror game? I made a noise no one should ever make just then. I need a fucking gun. How did somebody get in? Why is this happening? Hello?
Hello? Can you find me? I'm here. Behind you, look. Behind you.
Are you in the fucking walls?
Hey, don't you run away.
I'm not really sure what to do or say or... Ah! Oh, Jesus Christ! Fucking hell! With an LR300 assault? What the... Who the fuck is Spiffy? Why does he live in my crawl space?
What is it now?
Another person in bad need of a comb. Not the scraggliness of the hair that I object to. It's the amount of hay that's in their hair. This is coming from somebody who owns guinea pig. Significant chance that I will have hay in my hair at any given moment.
I've got information about your daughter-in-law.
Never heard of her. Get lost.
I can either use vinegar or honey here. Could make it worth your while. Or just scream old hag in her face.
And what is it you want?
Your
I
son's
could
widow now.
give you some services.
What do I...
Fire could be dangerous. Obviously, what we're meant to do is she would help. You might learn to love her. It'll all be fine. Fire could be dangerous. Is me going full-on gangster?
With an attitude like that, you must be popular around here. If your house should happen to catch fire,
What the...
and if you happen by chance to be locked
Holy
inside...
shit, Henry. That's
What
way...
are
Oh,
you
fuck, it
flying?
failed.
Get my pitchfork.
Not
Send
going to
her
respond
here,
to me
then.
threatening to slit your
Don't let her
throat and
think
leave
she'll
you for
be
dead in a
taking it
burning
easy.
building. She
Work
could help her on the farm. Oh, well, when you put it like that.
I'll take a stick to her back.
I think she might be better off with the executioner. I've squeezed the handkerchief full of the sorceress tears into a bottle. Gross. How soaked was that thing? Jesus. Would it be really, really bad if I poisoned this pot? I don't know why I would want to, but I could. Is this the turning point where Henry becomes a villain? You want to do it, that's why you're thinking of it. Not good logic. What it is the logic of a devil that sits on your shoulder. What's happened is that Henry has seen this massive force. His mind is kind of broken a bit. Poison him. Get away. Run away, run away, run away. This is... I can't fight. I've lost the ability to fight. No, don't fuck this up for yourself. He's a different person now. This can't be a good idea. Fuck it. Let's drop into pot. Henry's done a bad thing here. It's gonna kill some people. Everybody who eats from that pot is dead. Are you hungry for some soup, my friend? I feel really bad. Oh no. How long is this gonna take to kick in?
Quick! There's a corpse there!
At least one person's dead here. Oh god, what's happened? Somebody must have snuck in during the night and poisoned us. Those damn humans. Oh no, we're in the bathroom. Oh. Hello everyone. I'm live, it's me. I just woke up. Oh. Hello Mikey, Grenarius, Valor, Emmy, everyone else. It's not morning here, that's the bad thing, and I did wake up at about 7 in the morning, right? But I fell back asleep briefly for about 25 minutes. I don't know if that's meant to be satisfying. I don't... I've been trying to get into naps recently in another slamming indictment on how old I must seem. I've been trying to get into naps recently. But, I don't really quite get them. Like, I slept there for about 25 minutes. I don't really feel any better. And then sometimes I just miss the alarm and wake up like 2 hours later. And it's like, oh, fuck, now everything's ruined. I should probably put on my camera. Oh, 1 second, I haven't put on my lights. Just bear with me. Also, the pride flag in the background fell, and I had to put that back up with blue tack because I didn't have anything else. I should probably, like, nail that in place or something. There we go, I'm live, welcome. Also, I have a boy band center parting because I haven't combed my hair today. This is what my hair naturally looks like if I don't comb it. I have like a 90s boy band center part. How fucking embarrassing is that? Don't like that. Naps of the tits. I need to get into them. I got home from the internship early. I get to enjoy the sun now. Well done. Oh. I take naps and I don't really feel better after them either, but they prevent me from feeling worse. That's true. Maybe. I don't know. Again, I need to get better. I have more tea again. Pig? What's wrong? Sorry, my pig is making a worrying squeaking noise. You okay, pig? Oh, I see. One of my pigs just kicked the other pig out of a box they were both in, and she's very upset. I thought it was actually something serious. No, they're just bickering. Fine. I have to train myself to nap. I set alarms or else I'll just sleep into the evening. I think I'm like that. Anyway, rude. Hello, pig. You okay? Oh, she's gone now. She's going into her other room. Oh, that tea is too hot. I'm going stereotypical Irish today, and my tea is just Barry's tea, black, from a thermos. So no fancy pretentious nettle tea or rooibos tea. Just good old fashioned Barry's. It was Frodo who was squeaking at me. And she's gone now, so the squeaking has stopped. Yes, Barry's. I've mentioned this before. My uncle lives in Spain. It's just you turning more into your grandfather. My uncle lives in Spain, and my grandmother sends him a monthly care package, or maybe every couple of months, sends him a little care package where she gets him like Barry's tea and potatoes and, you know, bits like gravy granules and stuff, and puts them in a package and sends them off to Spain because he can't find them in Spain easily. Which is very sweet. Again, I don't know if he actually asked for that. She just did it. That's super cute. I remember going over and she was just like sellotaping closed a box, and I was like, "What's in that?" And it's like, "Oh, Barry's tea and some like Bisto gravy and potatoes, stuff like that." Spain has a very limited international market, sadly. Lots of bongs, though. My uncle is a massive stoner, so I think that might be appealing to him. He's been living there for about 10 years. Last time I saw him, the last time I saw my uncle was that time at Christmas where my parents and I and him did weed, and I smoked weed for the first time. It's that uncle. So he's a massive fucking stoner. He owns a small school. Anyway, let's go to full camera while I set things up. I guess I'll do the hurdle and the global and then get straight into Rust. I can't be live for maybe as long as I'd like today because I got yet another. If I'm honest, it's starting to get a bit much. I got yet another text from my mum today saying, "Hey, could you come round around like 4:30 or 5 and you know, go pick up another prescription for us and go to the supermarket?" And I was like, "Oh, I can't. You did like give birth and raise me, so I can't really say no. But also, I've been doing this a lot. Get better, please." Need your stream for my sanity today, please. So I'll be live for like 3.5 hours, something like that, maybe. First conversation I had in Barca with a guy outside of the people I knew was with a homeless guy who offered me a joint because I shared my nuggies with him. Oh, that's just wholesome. I like that. One of the things I love about this community is how we're all massive nerds and listen in awe every time you tell us about your cool family. Yeah, I did see your tweet, Emmy, about the dogs, and it reinforced my decision that I don't want dogs. Because, hate cleaning up after dogs. That was the main thing I didn't like about dog sitting my parents' dogs when they went on holiday, was all the cleaning up of them. Also, whippets are weird in that they're very slick and smooth, and so stuff seems to stick to their fluff a lot. Like, they don't really have any fluff. It's almost like skin. And dirt just seems to adhere to them when they're out, especially if you're walking along a road. They'll just have, like, black patches on them when they come back. And so my parents left a little, what's it called? Like, a pack of, like, wet wipes, like baby wipes by the counter as we went into their house to bring them back in after a walk. We had to wipe them down, and that was just unpleasant because they're very eel-like whippets. Have I lost my cool guy status? Extremely cool in the context of this chat. We are all just sort of nerds, right? Actually, speaking of whippets, one second, I'll show this photo because I think they're kind of cute. My mum, it was Mother's Day a few days ago, at least in Ireland it was. It was Mother's Day on the 27th, on Sunday, and my brother ordered these, like, custom earrings for my mum that are based on two of her whippets. And I was like, those are hideous, but in a nice way, I think. Like, there's no way I would ever put them anywhere near my ears, but, you know, they're kind of cute. I think they might be made of clay. And they're shaped like Bailey the Whippet and Luna the Whippet. I should probably take off the live soon message. There we go. Oh, so much body fluids. Ugh. One of the owners has the most awful children, and I'll have to prevent them from barging into my house. Honestly, I hate children more than dogs. I don't mind dogs. Actually, Bailey the dog. Bailey is very sweet. Anytime I go to my parents' house, Bailey's the one I like. Bailey. Ooh, bot hunt. Sorry, I just saw a bot get banned. Bailey is the one I pet and the one I like and the one I hang around with. She's very quiet and relaxed and chilled out and kind of sad. She's the one I like. Luna is a fucking nightmare. Where's I going? I can't even remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, but other than that, I don't mind dogs really. I just don't love them anymore. I hate children. I have to physically restrain myself from, like, throwing children if I'm around children for too long. Eventually, all of the sort of, I don't know, is it when a child is very young, when they're like toddler age up to around 10, they always seem to be like covered in goo or some shit. They're always just kind of gross. And also they're very loud and they run around and they're asking all questions, and I just want to kick them, basically. I really, really don't like children, I know. Those two children are none like none I've ever dealt with before, thanks for the support. As a future teacher, I shall not comment on this, but I could never be a teacher. It's like, occasionally somebody I know will make a comment about how they hate teachers. It's kind of a thing here that, you know, it's, you know, anybody who's even a little bit conservative will be like, oh, teachers, they get so much holidays and they have an easy ride. And it's like, the thought of becoming a teacher or being a teacher for even like a year fills me with so much fucking dread. I could never do it. Imagine having to deal with anybody under the age of 20 on a daily basis. Fuck me, it would be rough. Oh god, it sounds like hell. Like, I look back even in secondary school, a bit older. Like, I look back at secondary school, like, teachers I even disliked. Can you imagine having their life? Jesus. They grabbed everything in the house, went through all my cupboards, stole Rate's drink, nearly broke the TV, the mum did nothing. Oh. That's even worse. I respect teachers I could never... exactly, same. I always love teachers. But, even teachers I didn't like, I always am like, look, I get it. It's like, if I became a teacher, if it was like my only avenue in life or something like that, maybe I would become a horrible, bitter person as well, you know? And, you know, I had a lot of nice teachers. Hello, Mikey. Hopefully work calls aren't painful, Mikey. Around 30 children for 4 to 6 hours a day, plus making classes, plus tests, plus parent talks, plus a shitload more. Let us have knowledge. Exactly. 2 months holiday would not be enough. The devil's spawn. Anyway, let's play the Wordle before we load up Rust, and then I will load up Rust. There we go. Because again, I want to get, like, I need to gather scrap in Rust, and I want to lay the foundations for this like puzzly kind of place I want to build. So that's gonna be what we're doing. Yeah, sounds like a compliment. Anyway, play just to warm myself up. No fucking idea. I've gotten 2 within 1 second in this game. A lot of them I just haven't gotten. Why do you think 30% of new teachers stop within 5 years? Honestly, I would even expect more. That's 50% have burnout in their first 2 years. That's closer to what I was expecting, actually. I'm shocked that even 60% of them keep going. I mean, Jesus. Like, I wouldn't. Again, a year of teaching sounds like hell to me. Like, that would be a prison sentence to me, I think. Anyway, skip 1 second. Oh, this is one of those youthful techno songs. I don't know. I'm sure if you're... Yeah, oh, hello, Rua. Today's Hurdle's a cracker. I know that song. I'd hate American schools. I know it. I think everyone has at one point during their school years experienced a teacher leaving school due to a nervous breakdown. Yeah, there was 2 reasons. I had 3 reasons teachers would leave my secondary school, at least. One was old age, because a lot of them were like fucking 90. So old age / death. Let's just include that as one. The other one was pregnancy. Every language teacher got pregnant and was out on maternity leave constantly. I don't know what it is about language teachers, but they're very fertile. And then, what's the other one? Oh yeah, then the other one would be nervous breakdown, specifically English teachers. Mine was English and French. It's a meme. Is it? 1 second. English teachers pregnant. This is going to come up with some weird news stories, isn't it? Why our biology teacher in school was always pregnant? Why are math teachers so religious? How are my English teachers always pregnant? Kind of insensitive, but why so many pregnant teachers? There's just a lot of pregnant teachers. My English teacher in a trade school got pregnant after a few weeks too. I guess they're just something about knowing languages really well makes you really fertile, I guess. Anyway. American schools sound disastrous. We had so many teachers have affairs with each other. I've mentioned this before. I'll just mention it very briefly, because it's probably boring people at this point. But the school chaplain / religion teacher, a Catholic priest, who was like young and kind of nice for priests. He was like, early 30s and was quite a nice priest. But he was excommunicated by the church because he went with another member of faculty, a teacher I don't really remember the name of, and eloped and got married. And when the church found out, they kicked him out. And I was like, oh, he was actually quite nice. The only nice priest I've met. He stressed teaching about other faiths and stuff and was quite nice and wholesome. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then the guy they got in to replace him was a born-again Christian with a giant mustache who kept talking about hurling and tried to convert me. And I was like, oh, come on, get the Father X back, please. He was cool. You will not believe how many affairs between teachers and even students happen. Ooh, no. We had one of our art teachers have an affair with one of our ethics teachers. You have ethics teachers? For a few years, apparently. He got in a car crash and died. It was really hard on her. Aw. I don't know. Is there any, really wholesome stories I have about teachers to, wash that out of my mind? Oh, I know. There was a really fucked up thing, a tradition for 6th years to do, a prank. And it kind of escalated every year at the end of each year until it got banned because it got too fucked up. At one point, people hanged a sheep. And so that was pretty fucked up. But the year before it got banned, again, dark, because teenagers are scum. But the year before it got banned, their big prank was they released some chickens labeled 1, 2, and 4 into the main hallway and into the couple of the hallways and just let them loose, and they ran around and was like, what's happening? And so they couldn't find number 3 because number 3 didn't exist. So it was a whole day-long search to find this fucking chicken, right? That was kind of the gist of it. But the sad part is one of the chickens died of a heart attack, because of course it did. But also, the wholesome part is the remaining 2 chickens, I think they were 1 and 4, got adopted by the lovely gay English teacher and his husband, and they just had them on their little house and, had them as pets. And so it all ended fairly nicely. And everybody was like, good on you. But yeah, that's like the only kind of wholesome story I can think of. Did you just call German seductive? Hang on. It's the seductive quality of speaking French or German. German is probably the least seductive language I can think of. Although, again, some German accents sound very, very sort of camp, to put it mildly. Like, oh, wo ist mein Handy? The German accent on women is hella hot, though. Yeah, but is that seductive, or is it just because I think everybody in their heart wants to be, like, bullied by a hot woman? Sorry, I've gone too far, I think. No, Dutch is the least seductive language. Or Swiss German? I've never even heard. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between Swiss German, Austrian, or German accents, to be honest. Dutch accent is pretty distinctive. Again, the trope is that you put sh at the end of words, like "hello, guys." That's kind of the joke. I don't know if that's actually true though. I don't know if I know any like famous Dutch people that speak with a Dutch accent. Just had to clean up more piss. My back door is open. Oh, please, please. I do not take offense to that since I live in the south. We don't have the ugly G. The ugly G. Swiss German is impossible to understand if you don't speak it. It's too far removed from German. Huh. I know how much you love dogs. Gar nicht 999. I know night is nicht is maybe night. I don't know German at all. Think of the Arabic G, the k. That's very Irish as well. Like Machara or something like that. There's a lot of k. Oh, is this like how how Vincent van Gogh is the way you actually pronounce that in Dutch is like Vincent van Gogh. Something ridiculous like that, and it's almost impossible to pronounce. Is that the Dutch G? The horrible Dutch G. German is definitely up there too. French is probably the hottest accent, honestly. A lot of people say Irish. I don't get that fucking at all. If you've ever heard a Limerick accent, it is impossible to find an Irish accent hot again. But I don't know if I don't know if I've ever heard like South African can be sexy. I don't know. I associate South African exclusively with the movie District 9. So I can only, when I think of South African in my head, I can only think of a guy going, fucking prawns. Like, that's all I can do. Arabic is good. That is not a sex G movie. It's a great movie. Russian is hot take. Again, it's one of those things where if it's sort of a tall lady in like a bearskin hat shouting at you, then in Russian, that's quite hot. But in general, I don't know. What a movie. I'm gonna finish. I haven't done the hurdle in ages, have I? Replace that with a guy and I'm on board. Again, I think it's just a thing. French, Italian, and Spanish, though. French, I agree. Italian and Spanish, I don't know. I don't know. I was going to learn Spanish in school. Cockneys? No! Can you, no. Not a fan of Romanian languages. That's really just a personal preference. I don't know if I've ever heard them. I don't know. I like, I'm missing. I love Cockney. I wouldn't call it hot, but I enjoy it a lot. A lot of people like Danny Dyer. Like, I learned that my girlfriend kind of was into Danny Dyer the other day, and it was like a slap to the face. I find Scottish is quite hot, yeah. I mean, like, just saying it, I could almost watch an episode of Lorraine just to listen to her talk. Even though I hate daytime TV. I just like Lorraine Kelly and just watching her exist. Also, Romanian's funky. It's like Latin plus French plus Russian. I don't know if I've ever heard of it. Or ever heard it. I've heard of Romanian, obviously. Anyway, let's click the button again. Oh, I do know this. Do, 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 do. I know that bit. I think I just enjoy rough consonants now that I think about it. Like, French is the opposite, right? Same as Juan for good Scottish, exactly. I haven't rated him in a while. He's just not alive at the same time I'm on a lot of the time. Anyway, what am I saying? I don't like French as much. Like, French is the opposite of that, and it's the most flowy language. Like, it's, it reminds me of, like, Elvish from Lord of the Rings. He does late nights these days. Yeah, I know. I don't know. I know this song, but I don't know the name of it. I'm not gonna fucking get it, do I? I don't know what accents I like, really. I just don't like boring English-sounding people. This is going to make me get exiled from the country, but I think one of the hottest accents is like a posh or like upper middle class like Southern English accent. Again, think Emma Thompson. Like, I think that's really nice. I don't know why. Just like, no, Dreya, no. Just something about Totally Fair. Your deportation papers are in the post for that, Dreya. I just get it. French can sound cool if it's really shouty and such. Like when you're watching a movie and a soldier speaks French, that's nice. But the cliche erotic French, meh, you definitely have a type. I don't know, like, the Irish accent is too kind of bouncy and lilty for me. Like, when I hear, like, when somebody is like, Rust looks different today, I'll get to it. I need to get through the hurdle and then I'll do it. Never too much lilt. Like, it's too bouncy and sing-songy. I hate my hair today. I'm noticing it more and more. No, all Irish accents are heavenly. You can't listen to, like, the fucking Rubber Bandits and say that with a straight face, can you? Oh, thank you, Ryan Bird, for the follow. Very kind of you. Hurdle's becoming a bit of a hurdle. I've been here for 20 minutes. Get the fuck on with it. You're basically insulting my dialect as well right now. What is it, similar to Limerick? It's one of these youthful techno songs, I don't know. Oh! Those horns make me think of fucking Amy Winehouse or something. Who is this? I have literally no idea who that is. Who is it? I've heard the intro to this before, but that vocalist has thrown me. I don't know who that is or what that is. Oh my god, classic? What? Have you done the global yet? I haven't. I'll do that very quickly. Who is this? No idea who it is, but I do know the song. One last time. Don't DMCA me, whoever this is. I ask like that does anything. Oh, thank you, Manelia. Thank you for the follow. Or Mamelia, sorry, it's cut off a little bit by the edge of the GIF. Mamelia. Ace of Base? Is that Ace of Base? Hello. Is that Ace of Base? I've heard about Ace of Base. Is it? Ace of Base. All That She Wants? Oh, that's Ace of Base? I thought Ace of Base were a rock band. Just in this. 1 second. Ace of Base. Who are Ace of Base? A pop group. A Swedish pop group? There are other Swedish pop groups other than ABBA? 90s Swedish pop. I guess so. Oh yeah, there we go. Third most successful Swedish rock group of all, Swedish group of all time, behind ABBA and Roxette. I don't know if I know who Roxette are either. There are a ton of Swedish pop groups, I know, but none that are like huge internationally, right? It says, I mean, the three biggest are ABBA, Roxette, and Ace of Base. Who are some others? I should probably do fucking this. Do the global. In Europe, at least. Would they make it to Ireland? Because Ireland is past the sort of barrier of Britain, who doesn't like anything on the mainland. So it kind of gets... They're like a coffee filter to Ireland. So, anything coming from Europe has to get shipped through Britain. And they kind of stop all the wacky European shit from getting to us. So I'm not really familiar with them. Eagle Eye Cherry? I've heard of Eagle Eye Cherry, I think. 1 second. Eagle Eye Cherry. Oh, yeah, I've heard of him. Swedish-American singer. Yeah, I've heard of Eagle Eye Cherry. Song of the Year in New Zealand. Ooh. Oh, commercial success in Ireland. Apparently, very specifically. Sabaton are Swedish? Hang on. Are they sweet? I've heard some Sabaton songs because they get recommended to me a lot. Swedish heavy metal band. Oh, I didn't know. I knew some of their songs. I assumed they were. Where did I assume they were from? I don't know. Maybe America? I don't know. Anyway, Swedish heavy metal band from Falun in Sweden. I guess heavy metal, like, the Scandinavians are like the home of heavy metal and like extravagant operatic power metal, right? One of the big 4 power metal bands, along with Helloween, Blind Guardian, and Dragon Force. I don't know if I like Dragon Force. I know Dragon Force are like beloved, but I don't know. There's that one really complicated song that got huge, and I was never that into it. I was more like, I can see that that's technically impressive. Those are the top 4 power metal bands? The big 4. Like, aren't Iron Maiden considered power metal? I thought I've heard Iron Maiden called power metal, and they'd be bigger than all of these people, right? Because I love Iron Maiden. I can get on board with Blind Guardian, but the rest, I've never heard of Blind Guardian. Oh, German. I've never heard of Helloween, and I've heard of Dragon Force and Sabaton. Carolus Rex. I guess I'm not an expert on power metal. Power metal. Who's like the biggest power metal? Symphonic speed metal. Faster, lighter, more uplifting sound. I guess not. Okay. It's all about Rammstein. Rammstein are definitely more sort of heavy metal, right? Like this kind of thing. Anyway. Nightwish and Powerwolf. Why do they all sound a bit like something that a My Little Pony would be named? Power metal bands. Like Nightwish, Powerwolf. They all sound like something you'd see on DeviantArt, I think. Nightwish are class. Have I heard of Nightwish? My brother's really into metal, so I'm sort of tangentially familiar with a few of these. Nightwish, symphonic Finnish metal. They look very metal. I mean, look at them. You could not play it. I don't think you're legally allowed to play any other genre if you look like this. Anyway, back to Global. Nightwish were one of my first bands and definitely got into metal. I trailed off thinking about bands. Rammstein are great, I think. I've only heard like 5 songs of them, but I have loved all of those songs. I just need to get into them still. What was the last? Oh, do you know what the only thing I've they've gone through 3 lead singers because one of the guys is a bit of a chauvinist. Why can't anyone be good for once? I'm sorry, no Nightwish for me. Port Tanya or Post Tarja. I respect Thomas a lot, but they just sound like all the others for me now. This is a whole world. I know. Nightwish are probably the most poppy power metal band out there. What's the one that's basically like metal/emo? My brother was into them for a while. What's the genre, I mean? Is it like nightcore? Something like that? Didn't like that. Tarja's operatic vocals were the best. I don't really know anything about this. Enter the name of any country to make your first guess. Should I put on music? Hang on. Let me put on a little bit of music while I'm doing this. Nightcore is the sped up song genre? What am I thinking of then? Oh, I think I know what Nightcore. Nightcore is like, it sounds a little bit chipmunky, right? Hang on. Let me go to my music playlist. Stream music. And play like, I don't know. This shouldn't take longer than 3 minutes to do this. We'll play Life is Beautiful from Deadly Premonition. That's a nice chill song. As we're talking about metal. Nice and chill. They were really up there. I saw them live in like 2004 or 5. I've only seen one. This is always shocking to people, considering how much I talk about music and how much I listen to music and how much I collect music and stuff. I've only actually seen one band live. I've only actually gone to a single gig. I only started going to gigs and getting into it when I was just before the pandemic, and then the pandemic hit, and so I haven't been able to go to any recently. But I went to one, and it was one that I wasn't even that into. It was my brother's favourite artist at the time, a guy called Jamie Lenman, who is metal, kind of like hard rock / metal. And I really, really enjoyed it. I found that it made me like him more. So I was like, I need to go to more fucking live gigs, it turns out. And then the pandemic hit. I was like, oh, guess not. Alright, let's try Italy. Just fucking go for it. Italy. Nowhere near. I've been to very few gigs just because I'm not the type to go out. I didn't expect to not be the least experienced one here. Yeah, I grew up until quite recently, I grew up being very, very, not agoraphobic, but kind of like extremely unwilling to go anywhere or do anything with anyone. And so I would turn down a lot of invitations to go to stuff, and then finally I made myself go to one, and was like, oh, this fucking rocks. Why didn't I go to this earlier? This is great. I went to Dublin to, I was hoping to gamble my points. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Next time. But I went up to, I travelled to Dublin by bus at the time, which took fucking 3.5 hours, maybe more, and I went to see a gig, and it was great. We actually had to leave halfway through the last song to run back to the bus. Fucking 7,000 kilometers from Italy. So it might be over, like, in this area, like one of the stands. Is the music too annoying, by the way? It might be over in one of the stands, like Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan. You know, the stands over here. And then, or it might be, like, down here in the Middle East. Or it could be up here, or it could be way down here, or across... It's not going to be across the sea. Is it 7,000 kilometers? Oh god, this song. I love this song. I need to learn, what are the chords for this song? Probably have them saved somewhere. I need to play this on guitar with a kazoo at some point. Again, I have the kazoo on my desk, so I need to, it's a bit extreme. I need to learn that and do the whistling part on kazoo, because it will be very funny. Oh no, this is chilled out. Anyway. I'm gonna type in a country. I'm gonna say UAE. I better not have to type out the full fucking thing. No, it's nowhere close. It's closer though. It is closer to UAE than it is Italy. It might be in fucking... It's not like Madagascar or something. It's not like really far down. Or like, it would be like here, maybe? So, I don't know. South Africa? South Africa? Oh, fuck! What's next to South Africa? Are anyone here, like, Within Temptation, by the way? I don't know who they are. Hang on. Copy. LV. Within Temptation are a Dutch symphonic metal band. Dutch music? What a concept. Sorry. I like Spinvis. That's Dutch music. Bro, I know I'm joking. I know Dutch people are very famous for techno and EDM and stuff, right? Hint of doom metal. Symphonic metal. Interesting. I've never heard of these people. Anyway. Really getting it today. I'm gonna have to lurk for a bit, gotta walk a bit. Oh no. Oh, good luck with that. What's right next to South Africa? Is that Lesotho in the middle of it? I think that's Lesotho, maybe. And then, I can't remember what's here. Fuck. Like, the Congo are up here a bit more. What's right here? I'll try Lesotho. That's not how you spell it. Lesotho. Holy fuck! That's by far the best I have ever done in this game. You jammy git. I remembered that Lesotho existed, so I deserve that win. Hello, Moody Pins, welcome. I deserve that win entirely. I remember the fucking Lesotho exists. It's very small and surrounded entirely by another country. I'm good at this game, it turns out. I mean, don't look at any of my previous stats, but Jesus. I'm shocked I got it. I thought it was going to be up. And in which case I would be fucked, because I can't remember what's here. Even though it was always this country in GeoGuessr for whatever reason. This country here, whatever it is. My memory's failing. But was really overrepresented when I would play a lot of GeoGuessr on this stream. Okay, that's pretty good. 4 guesses. Fuck me, I'm great at this. Let's go on to Rust, I guess. Let me go back to full camera, load up Rust. Zimbabwe? Is that Zimbabwe? Oh. One second. I'm going to load up Rust. Back. There we go, it's loading up. Now we wait the like 5 minutes for it to fucking log into the server. Because I didn't do this ahead of time, because I'm not very smart or efficient. Oh. But you know what? As much as I love the nettle tea, as much as I love the rooibos tea, sometimes just a strong black, like, breakfast tea is the only thing that works. Like, this is really good. It's actually slightly too strong. I left the tea bag in there, and it's been there for a while, so it's slightly bitter. Hang on, I'm going to look up a world map while this is loading up. World map. A clickable map of world countries. Botswana is the one I was thinking of. Zimbabwe is right there as well. It's right next to it. Botswana is the one I was struggling for. I knew it began with a B, but I didn't want to humiliate myself and say like Bolivia or some shit. Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe are right above it, and then Swaziland and Lesotho are just like tucked in there. Oh. Is that the only country that's surrounded entirely by another single country like that? Oh, I can turn off the Nintendo Wii Shop music. I hear Rust music. There we go. Play game. Only 24 players, so maybe I won't be dead. I don't know. Join server. Oh, Vatican City, San Marino, microstates. Yeah, but those are... Do those count as countries? Like, I would say Vatican City and San Marino are city-states. Which I guess is kind of the same thing, right? Is Lesotho a city-state as well, or is it considered like a proper full country? Because, like, is Vatican City, does that count as a country? Is it, like, recognized as a full independent country? Or is it, like, a random city that just doesn't happen to be in a country? Hello, Cheltizer. I'll say Cheltizer, just because I think Tizer might be a drink. I've never had it, but I've heard that referred to. Vatican is a country. Hang on. Vatican City. No. Cheltizer? Vatican City. A country in Europe. A city-state surrounded by Rome. Italy is the headquarters of the Roman Catholic Church. Burn it down. It's home to the Pope and a trove of iconic art and architecture. Save that bit. Its Vatican museums house ancient Roman scriptures, such as the famed Laocoon and his sons, as well as Renaissance frescoes in the Raphael rooms and the Sistine Chapel, famous for Michelangelo's ceiling. This is going to make me seem unbelievably uncultured. Obviously, I know what the Sistine Chapel is and the whole story about painting it and stuff. I didn't know it was in the Vatican City. I thought it was like somewhere else. I thought it was in Rome. I didn't know the Sistine Chapel was there. Really? I didn't know that. I thought it was in Rome. If it's a UN member state, it's considered a country, I think. Oh. So there's like, I think the UN recognizes like 192 or something, 93 countries, I think. And then there's like, I think if you made everyone independent that wants to be independent in a country, I think there'd be like 210 or something like that. Anyway. Artsac is another contender, if you acknowledge it, that is. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Artsac, which I've never heard of even a little bit. Republic of Artsakh, officially the Artsakh, officially the Republic of Artsakh, formerly the Nagorno-Karabakh Republic (NKR), is a breakaway state in the Southern Caucasus, supported by Armenia, whose territory is internationally recognized as part of it. Okay, fair enough. Internationally, it's not considered a country, but some people consider it a country. A bit like what's that region in Spain? Fuck, what's the region in Spain that wants to be independent? Is it Catalonia? I think it might be Catalonia, who are very bitter about being Spanish. Catalan, yes, that's it. There we go. Because I remember my parents were talking to a Spanish person, and they were a few years ago, and they were talking to me about it, and they had been to this region in Spain, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I love going to Spain," because they go to Spain a lot, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I love going to Spain." Last place we went to was whatever place they were in, and then they went, "Oh, that's not Spain, that's Catalonia," and they were like, "Oh, sorry." And they got very quiet. The person went very sort of dour when they were talking to them. That's not real Spain, that's Catalonia. It's like, we'll back out of this conversation, I think. The Nagorno-Karabakh War was a very underreported recent war. Remarkable how few people know of it. I didn't know about it. There's a few places like that. I really like Ibix Toy Cat videos on maps and geography weirdness. There's been a couple of those kind of things recommended to me, and I watch a few of them and go, that's really interesting. But I never end up subscribing or anything. I just kind of stay ignorant, which is bad. I heard a gunshot. Is something happening on the other screen? Hang on. Oh, we haven't logged in yet, but I think we're about to. They have this, when I type in Artsac, again, excuse me if I'm not pronouncing that right, this really cool picture of a hut that looks like a head comes up. So, like, that's pretty sweet. So they've got that going. They've got that going for them. That's a really cool structure, whatever that is. It looks a bit like the Easter Island head, but then with, like, a cooler kind of like Darth Vader-y Kylo Ren style head next to it. Yes, it looks like Zardoz. Hang on. It looks like the Zardoz head. Zardoz head. Yeah, it's one of these boys. You know, Zardoz, where this head goes around floating, and then a voice comes out of it saying, "The gun is good, the penis is evil." You know that movie? Where, Sean Connery wears this outfit? That's Zardoz. I speak my bits of Spanish in a Catalonian accent because I spent my time in Spain in Barcelona. That was the place. Yes, they went to Barcelona. So I support them all. I mean, it would be very un-Irish of me to not support independence for anybody who wants it, I guess. It's why overwhelmingly Irish people were shocked and appalled when Scotland voted to remain in the UK, because the idea to an Irish person of remaining in the UK is like somebody coming and like slapping us hard in the face. The game is not loading, by the way. Has the game crashed? Rust, you alright? Even saw an independence protest while dining on the La Rambla. I don't think I've ever seen an independence protest, because, you know, we've always been independent. I guess just... No, I mean... No, I was about to say, do the orange marches count? Not really, do they? Come on, Rust, you're struggling. I can see you struggling. Task Manager, is it responding? Task Manager, you're not responding either. Oh no. It's very much not responding, and it is taking up, currently, 95% of my RAM, Rust. What the fuck is it doing? Hang on. Rust, I'm looking at Rust now, and it's saying it's taking up 30% of my GPU and 90% of my RAM. It is also saying not responding. So, maybe... Oh! Are we back? I'm on the screen now. No, it's saying close the program. Fuck me. Well... Loading it back up. A full procession of 1,000+ people, guided by drums, carrying flags, with church bells all around us in the background. That does sound kind of cool. I don't know. I've never been impressed by big processions or parades, but I've never been to a big one, like a genuinely big one. Like probably the biggest parades I've seen are like the Pride March in Cork City, which I went to at one point, and that was kind of big. Like that was a pretty big parade, and it was kind of fun. And then the last parade I actually went to was the St. Patrick's Day parade in my tiny town, which consisted of tractors with flags on them, and it was one of the most depressing things I've ever seen in my life. I stood in the cold while a tractor drove past me with a sad-looking farmer in it waving an Irish flag and wearing a green hat and face paint, looked at me as I ate chips, and I was like, oh, this is not a good time. Why am I here? Play a game, please. 22 players. Maybe it crashed for people. Who knows? Map. Procedural map. Dot. Lots of numbers. Is that something I shouldn't be showing to the stream? Not really sure. It's only 50 minutes in and we're loading up Rust. That's not as bad as I usually am, I think. Sometimes it goes on for an hour, this whole, like, preambling nonsense bit. I can see why, actually. I've noticed in my stats. My viewership goes up heavily after, like, the first hour. And I'm like, I wonder why. Is it because I only start actually playing the fucking game after then? Sorry, I love this tea. I'm drinking a lot of it. I don't know why this loads. I'm not tabbing out because I'm worried it'll crash. So I'm just going to sit here. That's only like starting your Minecraft seed with less exploitation potential. Oh, sharing your Minecraft seed with less exploitation potential. Yeah, it's probably fine. I didn't actually know that Rust maps were procedurally generated. Why did I say procedurally so weird? Procedurally generated. I thought they were like Subnautica maps where they were handcrafted. But I have noticed some weird like texture clipping on certain tiles, so maybe that's not true. I don't know. What was I doing this morning? I was editing a bit. Oh, there's anybody who's here. There's a new YouTube video coming out this evening. They can be either. Okay, cool. There's a new YouTube video coming out on the channel, and it's very long. It's like 45 fucking minutes long, so you don't have to watch it. It's just that's the shortest I could get it down. The footage was an hour and a half long. I got it down to 45 minutes. It's me playing a horror game called The Shopping List, which was quite fun. So I'll be going up at like 7 Irish time, I think, on YouTube. So that's what I was finishing off this morning. Oh, and I read another chapter of that Greek classics book. That was kind of fun. Again, it has a weird tone to it. The guy who wrote it is, again, this guy called... He has some incredibly posh English name, and he was born in the 1910s. I think his name is like Robert Lancelin Cohen or something like that. Very sort of upperclassman kind of vibes. I'm sure he went to Eton. But he's retelling these Greek myths in a very simplified, kind of abridged way in this Puffin Classics book I found at my parents' house. And it's good. I'm liking it. I'm going through the Greek myths. I got up to Prometheus sharing fire with the humans. But like it has this whole tone of like, look at what these savages believed, which is very weird to me from a more modern standpoint, where I'm like, this guy is constantly going like, oh, you know, obviously there is only one true God, and it is the Christian God, but here's what these people believed. And that's very much continued on as a theme. But it's fun. Prometheus was a good story, though. I liked Prometheus. I already knew... Like, everybody knows the vague story of Prometheus, right? Where it's... Or the ending of Prometheus. Where it's like, Prometheus was this big titan, which was like the precursors to the more well-known Greek gods, right? Like Zeus and all that shit. He was told by Zeus to not give to help make and teach men, and then he but not to give them fire because they didn't deserve it, basically. And so Prometheus grew to love men, or wanted to give them more, stole fire from the gods, gave it to men, and then as punishment, because Zeus is a massive prick, he chained up Prometheus to a mountain in the Caucasus, and had an eagle come and chew out his liver every day, and then every night his liver would grow back, and then his liver would get eaten again forever, and that's kind of the thing. Prometheus Unbound by Aishlius, who was an amazingly interesting person. The one proper neat classical book I own. I read Stephen Fry's retelling of the Greek myths, and I hated the dialogue. Stuff like, "Hello, Zeus, mate. How's it hanging, bro?" I don't really like it when they're too modernized. Like, the one I'm reading is a penguin book, so it's kind of aimed at, like, I guess, like, sort of old-timey children, because it came out in the 50s. But, it's fine, but the dialogue is a bit like that. It's a bit simplified and a bit modernized, and I don't really like it. I'd like it to be a bit more old-timey. We're in Rust, by the way. It didn't take that long, I guess. Now, last night I had, like, an hour free. So, fuck me, immediately gunshots. I am unsettlingly close to Tambo's base, by the way. Aes killers. Aes killers? Eyes killers. Eyes keelers? Eyes keelers. Sorry, I'm bad with Greek names. Or old-timey names in general. I'm unsettlingly close to Tambo's base, and he is a bloodthirsty monster. He makes me look tame, by comparison. He killed me off screen and stole all of my things while I was gathering materials. But I did manage to gather some materials, so we have some stuff. You'll notice this is new, and I have a revolver that I found in a chest, and that's about it. But I have, like, some gear here if things go horribly wrong. I have this up for 18 days, because that's going to be necessary, I guess. And I have lots and lots of wood, so I can start building some foundations. I also need a lot more scrap, because I'm working my way through the tech tree here. Because this was not a thing on the previous server, the tech tree. Jesus, what is up with the fucking guns? I log in and immediately hear torrents of gunfire. He was an Athenian warrior and playwright. His life story sounds like one of his own epic tragedies. Do I know this person? Oh, there's a chopper. Oh, it's probably that then. Big old chopper. Henry's coming for you. Oh fuck, is Henry online? Oh no. Right. So basically, this is if you don't know, I've been playing on the Limmy server. If you're new to this, I've been playing on the Limmy server, which is like an invite-only server owned by Limmy, the streamer, and he was on telly once, right? And I don't know why I did that voice, but the previous wipe, I joined in, and it was great. It was so chill, and I was able to murder with impunity. This wipe seems to be really fucking brutal. Everybody is out to get people. Everybody is killing everybody. There is constant death messages. Even when there's only a few people on the server. Nobody's being left in peace. So I'm a little bit frightened. And the fact that I can't make guns right off the bat is fucked, honestly. Hello, Hayes. Welcome. I saw you in the chat yesterday as well, actually. Is that footsteps or a chicken? One would be adorable, the other would be bad. I think that's a chicken. I'd love a pet chicken. I really wish you could, like, put a lead on a chicken or something and just have it hang around. Again, I want chickens. I want a couple of rescue hens, but my girlfriend won't let me. I think they'd get on really well with the guinea pigs and be adorable friends. There you are! Hello, chicken. Now, I have unwittingly settled in a sort of really dense area. Like, there's 3 or 4 bases directly around me. Not all of which I think were here when I settled. Also, I put up my little sign. Look at that. And I put a little wall around my stairs. That's kind of it. I didn't do much off screen. I just get material gathered, basically. Because I was only on for like an hour. He was literally the father of modern-day style theatre where characters actually interact. I do know that. When you look at old pieces of theatre, it's weird to think of how they were actually performed. If you don't know, here's a tiny history lesson, and I can't really exactly remember. Hello, Souls, by the way. Wait, when did you change your name? Weren't you always Souls Dark? Why are you now Snow Dark? I like it just as much, but I've still been calling you Souls. Sorry. What was I saying? Oh yeah, old plays, and I can't exactly remember how long this went up for. Were just people reciting lines in a sort of orator voice. Like, people would step back when their line was done into the shadows, and the other actor would come forward, shout out his line, almost like a poetry recital. Watch it be an entirely different person. That would be a coincidence, but possible. let me go get scrap, because again, one of the things we need is scrap. Because I think it's 500 scrap to get the next level of workbench. Because I have to fucking build it from scratch. I think I just found one. Friend mistook my name as Snow, so as a meme I changed it. See, I have a memory. It sometimes works. But yeah, when I think about that, I just think it must have been really, really goofy to watch old-timey plays. Like, it makes it impossible to take old plays seriously. Because any time I think of them, I think of someone just goofily stepping forward and shouting their lines. And the better the actor was the guy with the loudest voice. Like, you know, if you read about them, it was like, I can't even remember where I read this, some book somewhere, but it was like, to be a better actor, you had to have, like, a better, shoutier, more impressive voice, and that was it, because you weren't actually, like, embodying the character, you know? It was all very sort of just, I am reciting louder than you! Did you ever do a recycling run, by the way? I don't know where the recycler is. So I need to, but no, I haven't. Exactly. In the ancient world, in ancient Greece, Brian Blessed would be considered the world's greatest actor, because he can shout louder than a jet engine, I think. I think if you stood next to Brian Blessed while he shouted, you might go deaf. I actually... This is a slightly embarrassing thing to say. Ooh, chicken! I thought I might be going deaf this morning. I woke up and I couldn't really hear that well out of my left ear. And I went, that's a bad thing. I haven't been listening to music that loudly, have I? It's not my time yet. I'm only 26. I'm just a little lad. I can't do that. Turns out, I was just fucking plugged up with earwax. Which is a gross thing to say. I got into the shower this morning. I just like tilted my head to the side so water ran into it, and suddenly I could hear again. And I was like, oh, that's bad. I probably shouldn't sleep with earphones in. I think it's making it worse. We've all been there, yeah. I genuinely worried. I was like, I might be going deaf, but no, it's just my bad sleeping practices. Because I can no longer sleep if I'm not listening to rain sounds in my earphones, which is bad. And I can't, like, I sleep with somebody else, so I can't just have it in, like, ambiently, because my girlfriend gets annoyed by it. So, and also don't tell her this, it's kind of to block out her snoring in the first place, so without earphones it would be pointless. So, I have, like, loud, like, thunder and rain sound effects going on in my ears the whole night, and so I wake up with earphones still in, and then, can't hear in the morning, basically. It's bad. Nobody mentioned that I said that. But it's like, oh, you could, just leave them on, just on the counter or something like that, or with a Bluetooth speaker. And I'm like, no, I'll just keep the earphones in, sorry. Never sleep with earphones in. You sleep on your side or your back. I think it alternates. No, you know what I usually sleep on is my stomach. I usually start on my back, and then at a certain time just before I fall asleep, I pivot onto my stomach. So I lie, like, flat on my face, basically. But I think sometimes I am rolling onto my side during the night, because that's, like, light, like, shoving them in to my ears. Belly sleepers, exactly. I feel so sorry for people with large breasts, just in general, because I've heard it really hurts your back. But, it means that they can't sleep on their stomachs as easily. Apparently it kind of hurts. So I'm like, oh, fuck. An ear on the pillar, either way, yes, definitely. Like, I'm sleeping like that a lot of the time, like on my stomach. So my ear is kind of pressing into my arm sometimes. I don't know why I'm intimately describing my sleep positions, but I guess that's what the stream is now. But yeah, I remember, I was talking to somebody and I was like, oh yeah, I mentioned this like a couple of years ago. I was like, oh, I really like sleeping on my stomach. It's the most comfortable thing. And then they were like, oh, I've never been able to do that. And I was like, why? And they were like... And I was like, oh, I never even thought about that. Sorry, that sucks. Oh, fuck, there's an attack chopper. Hang on, I didn't see you. Let's run away. Oh, if so, put a small speaker under the pillow. It'll be very muffled for your girlfriend, but sound pretty decent to you. That's an idea. I could do that. Yeah, that might be something. Hang on. That might start firing at me. I don't know what their range is. Or SPCA needs to have an office on this island. What happened? Oh, fuck, he sniped a horse. Who would do that? Who'd kill someone's horse? A defenseless little horse? Only a monster would do that. Flashback to that clip. I've never done that. I've never put a speaker under the pillow. What I sometimes do in the garden, if I'm feeling exceptionally lazy and couldn't be bothered to go in and get my earphones, is I'll put my phone just behind my head in the grass as I'm lying down. I like to lie in the grass. I basically don't use the chairs I have set up. Is that going to drop something cool? Maybe? Maybe we chase that. I don't really know what that will do. I don't know what the planes do in this. Can you shoot them down? I sleep like a starfish, so any future partner is going to have to sleep in the spare room. My girlfriend was seriously considering that for a while before we moved in together. She was like, "Nah, I don't know if I can get used to sleeping with another, like, human being in the room, because I, like, sprawl out everywhere." And I was like, I'll probably be fine. Occasionally I do get smacked in the face, but it's mostly fine. Two things. Occasionally I get smacked in the face, and occasionally she will just, like, scream in her sleep. And so, yeah, maybe a spare room would be good. It drops an airdrop, generally heavily contested, but very worthwhile. Gives a lot of loot. Ooh, where'd it go? Oh, it's... Was that something? Was that a locked crate? Was that what it dropped off? Oh, there's something over there. Is that the loot box, then? I think that might be the loot box. I have a revolver, and I'm wearing... Oh, I look like one of the rubber bandits fell on really fucking hard times, but I have some clothes on. I might be able to take something on, right? I have a gun. Might be alright. I'm going in that direction anyway, because again, I need lots of scrap. Just keep an eye on it. Don't bring a revolver to a shotgun fight. I have a shotgun somewhere, but I didn't bring with me because I thought the revolver was better. Is that not the case? Again, I have played... How many hours of this game have I played now? Probably way too many, considering how little time I've spent, you know, on servers and stuff. But I've played this game for dozens of hours at this point. I don't really know what guns are good, or how you even build stuff, or... I mean, it took me like 30 or 40 hours to figure out you could put a lock on, like, tool chests and even chests and stuff, I think. So I'm just really genuinely bad. Hang on. I'm going to run towards it. Fuck it. We're just going to run towards it and see what happens. If there's like 15 people around it, then obviously we take a few pot shots, see what happens, and then run away. Because we're a coward. Lock crates are a container you can trigger that takes 15 minutes to open. And will show up on the map and in chat that it's active. Really good loot, but you need to fight over it at the end, no doubt. Plus it takes something to open, although I don't remember what. Jesus. Again, I feel much more frightened in this server than I did in the previous server. Not server. Wipe? What's the terminology? You know what I mean. This wipe, I feel a lot more fragile and frightened. Like, I'm kind of scared around every corner, because I know that people have been a lot more bloodthirsty. I mean, it's Jesus, don't walk in the spikes. Like, this might be okay. Like, it doesn't look like anyone's around. I've joined at a time when not as many people are on the server, which might benefit me. Also, I do want to explore the server at some point a bit more, because I didn't really do that on the last wipe. I kind of kept to my own corner of the map, and it meant that I missed out on some cool stuff. You know, like little community events and stuff like that. So I want to explore a bit more. Ooh, a chest. Anything cool to loot? Ooh! No! Don't run in, sit next to a tree, and see if anyone approaches when it lands. Alright. Where is it? Let's be sneaky here. Let's use tactics. Again, I have a gun now, so... Is that a maraca in the music or footsteps, do we think? It's right there. Wait, is somebody right there? No, that's the top of a tree, I think. It's creep up. I wish this grass was longer. Is this like PUBG was at one point when it first launched, where if you have your graphics down to the lowest, the grass doesn't render in properly and you can see people hiding in grass? I imagine that's not okay in games anymore. Did it drop? I think it might have just dropped. Where'd it drop? Where's this crate? It was right here, wasn't it? Is it on the map? No. Where the fuck is it? Low settings are definitely an advantage. I remember when people started coming into the stream when I played Rust, they were like, oh, thank God somebody has this on high for once. And I went, that's not... I do not have the most powerful PC, so there's definitely a reason... Oh, there we go. There's definitely a reason that people aren't having it on high, isn't there? But I just kept it on high. Ah! Oh, baby! Yes! What the fuck are you? That's a fucking bear, by the way! Run. Bear's coming, I think. Bear fucking coming. Take the satchels? I'm worried about the bear. Hang on. Where's the bear? Can I shoot the bear to death? Run away! Ah! Fuck me! There we go. Okay, the bear just kind of didn't know what was happening. Bear wasn't even aggroed? Shut up. Drop the, I don't know, fucking hemp seeds. I don't need hemp seeds. And take these, and then run the fuck back. Is anybody else coming? Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Ooh, there's a balloon up there. Maybe I can pot shot at the balloon as well. We did it! Where's my base now? Oh, I put a marker back at my base. Look at me being smart. For once. 1 second, what gun did I get? A Thompson? Replace that! I have a Thompson now! Yeah, boy, let's go. Now I've got an actual fucking gun! If I see Tambo again, he's getting lit up. Put it away? Why would I put it away? Hello, Jenny Fad, by the way. I'm so scared of people on this map. Welcome. Oh. This map is really freaking me... Or not this map, but this server is really freaking me out. People are so much more vicious. I'm terrified anytime I go around a corner. Because one time, I went to go get some scrap, and then I just got lit up with a shotgun immediately. There's that... Where is it? 1 second. I'm in a safe zone. I can tab out. But, not tab out. I went to the water treatment plant. Yesterday, last night, right? He doesn't have the skill to hide his Tommy and weapon swap. What's that? You can weapon swap? How do you weapon swap? Sorry, is this a mechanic in the game? Like, I keep pressing Q because that, in my head, should be like quick swap, but it's not. But yeah, I went to the water treatment plant, and it was nighttime, and about 4 or 5 people came to, like, loot this thing, I think, it must have been. And then I saw I hid in a shack and just stayed there for the full, like, 8 hours of night, because I was too scared to run outside. Because there was, like, lots of people with big guns around, and I just stayed there like a little hermit crab, frightened to move. That's been my experience on this server. If you're very quick, you can move it from your inventory to your hotbar. It'll show up on your body if it's in your hotbar, even if you don't have it equipped. Oh? I don't quite understand. I'm too much of a baby brain. Hello, Lord Benio. I'm thinking of starting Rust. Is it fun? Lots of hours. I have said this before. I am almost 100% sure I wouldn't be enjoying this game if I wasn't... I wouldn't be enjoying this game as much if I wasn't on this particular server. Like, because it's all a bit hand-picked and a bit nice, and the community's really good. If I was on another server, apparently it can get a bit sketchy. But I'm sure if you find the right server, it is an amazingly fun game. I didn't think I would enjoy it very much, because I don't really tend to enjoy this kind of thing, where it's like big multiplayer PvP kind of stuff. But I'm really enjoying it. It has a really satisfying game feel. Even just running around and sort of tensely gathering materials is very, very fun to me. I'm worried about this balloon, by the way. Can you shoot down a balloon? Do you think we can shoot down a balloon? Can you select certain servers to like beginnings? I think you could look them up, right? Like, you'd have to look them up separately, and there are probably, like, very nice beginner-favoured servers, but I wouldn't know any of them. Again, I've only ever played on this server. You definitely can't. I'm sure there are ways. Like in Limmy's Discord server, there's definitely been a few like community servers for people who aren't on this invite list, right? I've seen people recommending it for people who want to get into Rust. So I'm sure there are some, yeah. I would say it's worth it if you're willing to spend the like how much is this game? How much does this game cost again? I think it's like €39, something like that. So like £40. Have you not got locks on your boxes? I forgot. Again, it took me until the very last couple of days. I think it was the last time I played on the last wipe to realize that you can put a lock on this. Can you put a lock on these? 1 second. Let me put stuff away. I have no room either. Oh, I have so little room for everything. I need to expand the base. I need to make another floor at least, because there's not enough room for my stuff anymore. Should I make a bigger base? Like, I don't really know how you're meant to do bases. Like, apparently a 2x2 base is meant to be all you're supposed to need. My base on the previous wipe was fucking huge. It had like a big watchtower, and your place is super safe. Well, I haven't honeycombed it either because I'm lazy. And I don't even know if I can honeycomb the back. So it's very susceptible to raids. I guess I might just put like another shelf here and have 2 chests on it. That might be good. Anyway, let's see if I can just dump everything regardless. Should I be wearing these gloves? Road sign gloves? Sure, whatever. I don't think I'm wearing gloves right now. Did I just throw them away? No, I put them in the chest because I don't understand the UI. I upgraded to metal doors the other day. That's worth doing. I think at the very end of the last wipe, I upgraded to metal doors. Are they... Like, I guess wooden doors are probably very easy to hack down, right? 1 second. I'm pouring myself more tea to steady my nerves while I sort out stuff. Lovely. Flamethrower raids are way too easy and cheap. Okay. Well, first of all, let's put away stuff. Like, put away this stone. I don't need it. Put away, like, all of this generic kind of scrap stuff. Ooh, one more scrapping and I can build a level 2 workbench. That's going to be important. Some fucking satchel charges? Jesus. What else do I have? I have a Thompson and a custom SMG. Which is better? Thompson's probably better, I guess. I'll keep that for now. Put that here, put that here, put that in here, put that in here. Just any, like, random ammo and stuff that I'm not going to be using. Put everything in there. There we go. I think we're good. And then... Oh, wear this, actually. And put this in here. Okay, I think our inventory is relatively clear now. Take your gas tanks and springs and metal blades and go recycle. Put away the explosive ammo. Where's the explosive ammo? Explosive ammo? Oh! Explosive rifle ammo, that's cool. Oh, thank you for the follow, Lord Bino. Very, very kind of you. Let's eat a little bit as well. I should probably eat these, actually. Because they're a bit more... They're taking up room in my inventory, basically. Yeah, I definitely need another chest. I'll get on that. So, take metal blades. Oh, there's a lot of metal blades in these. Okay, this is our adventure, I guess. Oh, it's a pity there aren't more places to recycle this time around, too. There's always people camping near the recycler trying to nick stuff. Fuck, really? Whoa, that could be bad. Well, I guess we'll come to that soon. 1 second, what can I... Oh, is there anything I don't need? I don't need these arrows. Let's put the explosive rounds in there. I'll carry around this with me. Put away this stone, because I'm not going to be building the entertainment building out of stone. There's no reason to have stone on me. The wood in there as well. 23 days. Probably don't need to put any more stone into that. I think that's longer than the wipe is going to be going on. Okay, so I guess we're going to the recycler now? Ooh! Put in the Discord that you're putting explosive ammo up for trade for research purposes. For just 1 round, you can make like 50 scrap usually. Ooh! I might make a vending machine in that case. Oh, that tea is too hot and slightly burned me. I did not wait long enough. I'm a greedy tea boy. I regret saying that sentence. Pretend I didn't say that. I'd like you all to give me this. How do I make a vending machine again? A vending machine is high quality metal and gears. That's pretty easy. Somebody clip that. And how do I make... It's been etched into my brain forever now. This is the problem with streaming. I very much do a stream of consciousness kind of stream, where essentially I am talking to myself, reading chat, and barely paying attention to what's coming out of my mouth. And so I say things, and then my girlfriend will occasionally ask me about stuff that I've talked on the stream. Like she'll hear me from other rooms in the house and go like, "Oh, when you mentioned that bit in the stream, what did you mean, or what were you talking about?" And I went, "I have no idea. Like I have no memory of this. I raided a guy called Bacon the Wizard yesterday, who is also on this server, right? Another person from the community, from the Limmy community, and when he did the shout out to me, it played like a random, like, popular clip of mine, and it was me saying that I liked that I was into gamer girl bathwater. I had no memory of saying that. It made me feel like I had had a stroke. Like, I watched that clip and went, "When was this? When the fuck did I say that?" I was like, it was something about me going, "Oh, gamer girl bathwater, I'm into that," and I was like, when was this? I don't have any memory of this line at all. It's honestly a little worrying. So, can I make a vending machine? Just high quality metal and gears. I just took out normal metal. I'm an idiot. So, high quality metal and gears. Gears. It's honestly the dangers of streaming. There's going to be a lot of out of context shit you say. Luckily, if you're not a horrible person, none of it will be awful. You know, it's very... you hear people talking about this occasionally, like, "Oh, I'm afraid to say anything. I'm afraid to make jokes. I'm afraid... because, cancel culture will take me out." And it's like, unless you're an idiot, it's not gonna. Like, I have been talking pretty much constantly since last January, and there's nothing weird on my channel like that. There's more scrap in that chest, like the stop signs or metal plates. Oh, is that what... like these signs you can recycle into scrap as well? Okay. We're on a scrap run then, because we need lots of scrap. 1 second, I want to make a vending machine. Craft that. Probably a little bit of a waste of high quality metal, but I want to set this up. Let's go put this back in here. Because I want to, at some point at least, set up this vending machine with bullets and shit that I found. That's definitely footsteps. And they've ominously stopped. Oh, it's a fucking pig. Although if you can make road sign armor, that's really good too. I have never made roadside armor in this game. Or it could be somebody using the pig as a distraction. Oh, there's the fucking balloon again. I don't know what the range is on this Thompson. Or am I using the custom SMG? No, I'm using the Thompson. I've never gotten the balloon travel, because it seems almost completely random. I learned this. Who told me this? I learned this, that you're meant to keep yourself at a certain height if you want to keep going in the same direction, because wind activates differently at different height levels. And I just didn't understand that, and so I stole a balloon and just drifted aimlessly for about 20 minutes firing at people. Is he coming this way? Oh, fuck. Hang on, that's bad. Are they coming towards me? I think they're coming towards me. Well, if you want some. Oh god, you can see the bullet traveling. That's a tracer there. Check the in-game chat. The balloon of peace is investigating. Ooh! Sorry. No one in here. Although, if I was a despotic villain, I'd probably call my vehicle the Balloon of Peace as well, in sort of like a 1984 kind of way. Okay, I think they might be... No, they're right there. Are they coming down? They better not be coming down. Can't find the clip. Oh well, it might have been months ago. Oh no. Please leave me alone, Balloon of Peace. I might just make a break for it. So, would the train yard maybe have a recycler in it, or maybe the outpost? Or water treatment plant? One of these? I don't know where a recycler would be on this map. Where is it? Oh, I love the sky. I've never really looked at the sky in this game. Hello, balloon person. Ooh, maybe they'll assume it's Tambo shooting at him. Wait, That's Henry? Oh, fuck, I didn't look at the names.
Hello there.
Oh shit. Oh, hello. Hello,
Oh.
Dylan.
Dreya, are you trying to kill Henry Flame?
I only realised it was Henry about 15 seconds ago, if I'm honest.
I've been chasing him. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I catch him, but he's not coming down.
It's like when a
I
dog
feel like no one
chases a
should be
car.
there that long, Dreya. It is. It's exactly that. Yes.
Okay.
Should we get him and eat his flesh?
Oh, I'd be up for that,
Or
yeah.
just say hello? Let's do it.
Oh,
he's
it
coming
looks
down.
like he's coming down.
Oh shit.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do it.
Balloon of peace, motherfucker. Oh, fuck. Yes! Yes! How do I help you?
Well done.
There we go. Help player.
What did he ask?
I have no idea. Something about shooting him.
Oh, you got me. Thank you very much. Oh, that was great teamwork, Dreya.
Fantastic. What does he have on him?
I love it whenever I killed Henry once and he just wrote Dylan, and I just seen him write Dreya. It's just like so disappointed. It's so funny.
Oh, fuck, he knows where my base is.
I
Probably shouldn't have shot at him so many times.
Okay.
Feel free to take
I'll
what
get
you
the
want
camp-
if you
I'll
want to
get the
loot him or
campfire.
something. There we go. I got his skull and his meat, so
I
I'm
like
all
Henry
good.
too much to actually loot him.
Yeah, leave his stuff.
Oh, nice one.
As a peace offering, we'll leave his stuff.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
good luck.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. I do like him. Yeah, you too. It was good working with you.
Looking forward to it
I just
again.
distracted him for your Thompson. See
Yeah,
you later.
I think the flanking maneuver was unexpected for him. Look, you are too kind. Look, I know Henry, so it feels a bit too real. I just like the thrill of the fight. Here we go again. I like the thrill of the kill, basically. Take shit. Look, 1 second. Your stuff is largely unlooted, if that counts as a peace offering. Wink. There we go. Lovely. Who was it you killed, oh Henry? Yeah, definitely. Exactly. I'm not going to take his stuff. I'm taking it all. Oh no. Fuck. Well, I'm the only person I'm gonna loot without warning would be Tambo, TBH. Tambo killed me and looted me entirely. I'm gonna be nicer than that. Tambo, when I was off screen, he killed me and took all of my things. I spent like half an hour gathering materials and he just took everything. I was like, is all that gone? And he was like, yeah, your fault. And I was like, well, fuck, fair enough, I mean, but still. It was close by here, actually. So where am I going for recycling? Is there going to be a recycler in the water treatment plant? I think there's a... What's it called? A refinery? But I've never used that. This server's really on hand-holding mode. Well, there's like two rules. There's like no offline raging, and there's no blowing up of like creative buildings. And then everything else is just kind of like, you know, don't be so much of a dick that you stop making people enjoy the game. That kind of thing. Lemmy was there earlier? Okay, let's go. Hello, Weetabix, by the way. Weetabix Licks is a very... I don't know, there's just something unsettling about that name. I like Weetabix, I think. Of all the cereal, I think Weetabix is the best. But licking a Weetabix... Is that the singular of Weetabix? Licking a single Weetabix makes my tongue feel weird. Like, just the thought of it. There's loads of amazing ORP community stuff going on in the mugging raiding runes. But I've never raided anybody. That's actually something I've never done. Do I hear footsteps? This is where I got killed, by the way. I'm so fucking paranoid around here. More gears. That's good. I should have put the gears away, shouldn't I? Ugh. Do not play regular Rust. I've heard that regular Rust is a mix of brutal and kind of problematic player voice chat. So I probably wouldn't play Rust out of, like, a private server. Every good story needs an antagonist, I should say. I have been the antagonist on the previous server. Apparently, again, all in good fun. I never, like, stole everybody's stuff or anything, because I was like, that's a bit too much. But I would kill people basically at random and eat them and sell their skulls in a shop. But that was just enough that I felt slightly bad about doing it, but I also had a lot of fun doing it. And also, it meant that people had, like, meetings about me. Which is just fun. See, here's the refinery, I think, which I've never used. I thought I heard something. It's not that type of lick. My dad is from Jamaica, and it's a punch, the sort of punch that comes from eating Weetabix. Okay! That sort of makes sense. Regular Rust is just swastikas and slurs. Oh, I'm getting a text. Hang on. Hopefully nobody shoots me. Reading a text. Is another person I know down with COVID. No, it's just about an appointment. Oh yeah, I mightn't be able to stream tomorrow, annoyingly. I have a phone call at, like, 2 or half 2. I might just pause the stream while I take it. I'll see. I'll either be playing Conquer or Alien. We'll see what happens. I'll try and stream tomorrow, but there might be a time where I'm like, let's pause the stream for, like, 20 minutes while I take this call. We'll see how it goes. Damn true. I don't know anything about Jamaica, really. The only thing I know about Jamaica is reggae, basically. I don't know anything about Jamaica. I've never been there. I've never known anyone who is from there. And I've never looked it up, even once. Recycler. Recycler? Oh, I'm dreading going back to my base and then everything being gone if Henry's there. I probably should have guarded my base a bit better. Recycler? No. I just found your balloon. Oh, no. Well, that means Dylan's near my base. I mean, we knew that. He was right there. I don't know where the recycler is here. Oh, no. Boo. I hesitate to ask in chat. It's in the gas station, I think. Where's the gas station? Recycler's in the gas station. South? The harbour? Fishing village? Outpost? Sulfur quarry? I think I might be blind or having a stroke. Abandoned cabins? Junkyard? There might be one in the junkyard. Not that far south? I'm so confused. 1 second. Is it down here? We'll just go south. Fuck it. Pick a direction and go. I hear footsteps and that terrifies me. It's there, sorry. Abandoned supermarket. Okay. Where's the abandoned supermarket? The abandoned supermarket is... abandoned cabins. Abandoned supermarket. Oh, up there. Okay. That's not too far. Let's go there then. Avoid death on the way. What the fuck did... Oh, I took out my bottle. I thought somebody was, like, breaking my arm or something. I completely forgot the the animation for taking out your bottle. I accidentally went down on the mouse wheel there. Thank you, Jenny. It's hot, and the name comes from the Arawak Indian name for land of trees and water. There you go, Jamaica fact. Yeah, I mean, that's now the second thing I know about Jamaica, other than, what's it called? Oh, fuck me! Ah! No! No, 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 no. Don't like that. There's a recycler here? Oh. Fuck. Look for a large corrugated shed here, and there's a recycler. Who the fuck was that? Do we see a boy here? A scientist? Oh yeah, there's NPCs, isn't there, in this game? I only encountered NPCs at the same time. Like, very, very late in the last wipe. I encountered NPCs in the tunnels, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? What are these people? You need to make yourself a sight so you can zoom in a bit. I don't know if I've unlocked sights, have I? Now that there's this whole, like, scrap system to unlock things, I don't know what I have and what I don't. I did make sights and suppressors and all that kind of thing on the previous wipe, so I know how to make them. It's just high-quality metal, right? Oh, let's hope this person isn't in. Whose base is this? Again, I'm going to say, look on the bright side. This is a good opportunity to see who's around us and see what's up. I should probably build a wall, shouldn't I? My defenses are trash. Like, who's in here? Do they have a sign up? Like, I have my logo up on the house so people know. Which is a bad idea, because people don't like me on the server. Again, I hope in an affable way, but people don't really like having me around. I'm sort of the, I'm sort of a goblin in this. I roleplay as a goblin, because that's the closest I can get to my real self. Walls are overrated. Ooh, it's very laggy around here. Is this the abandoned shop? It must be. It looks a bit like a Fallout area. They've got you all paranoid. Well, what are you? And why are you here? You should team up with Rosemary. She's forming a goblin army in a cave. That's my style, actually. Yeah, I might ask about that. Again, I said this yesterday or the day before. My girlfriend unironically called me a goblin the other day because she came out and I was walking around the garden barefoot. And she was like, oh god, it's like living with a goblin. And I was like, I should be offended, but I'm genuinely not, because I like doing that. Fair. She sighed, like a genuine sigh, and went, it's like living... There's a horse. Somebody's here. How's Rust been? Tense as fuck, but we did get some stuff. I can't remember when you left. Was it before or after the crate full of magical items? It's also getting late. Oh, hello! Oh, Jesus. Augri bling bling bling. Was that how it was? Thank you. It's now following me. Thank you. That's extremely kind of you. Brett Damon had an incredible cave base last time. I've never... Oh, bling bling... Are these bots? Hang on. These were probably bots, right? Because that's very similar names. Are these bots? These are definitely bots. Follow botted? This is the first time that's ever happened to me. How long is it going to go on for? I guess I will do this. Hang on. Oh, fuck. I don't want to stay out. Oh, it's a very inconvenient time. Can I get in this car to hide? Oh, for fuck's sake. Hang on. If I turn off alerts for a second, that should stop it. Now my game's minimized. Has it crashed? Please tell me it hasn't crashed. Okay, that should stop it. I've turned off alerts. So nobody resume sound alerts for a bit until that stopped. A real bitch to get fixed. Gotta reach out to Twitch support. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fucking email. Oh, I hate emailing. Also, I don't have a torch, so I hope this is lit up. Is the game sound working? Yes, it is. What happens after a follow bot? I don't know what they are, really. I've heard of them happening. Usually, I think it's the precursor to, like, a hate raid. I follow a lot of streamers who are, you know, women or LGBTQ+, or, you know, some other form of minority. And so usually it leads to something fucking horrible and hate raidy. So hopefully it's not that. Oh, this has turned into a horror movie. Recycler's at the side, by the way. Is this a recycler? Oh, it's so dark! Why didn't I bring a torch? Oh, I do have a torch! Fuck you, I'm amazing. Out in the open, okay. And there was definitely a horse over here, so I'm hovering over the 3 button with my middle finger. Which means I can't really move as well. The horse is gone. No, the horse is still here. That must be their horse, I'm going to assume. Hello, recycler. I follow a streamer at 20-something thousand followers and got botted and went past 50k. Oh no. Oh, it's where the horse is? Huh. That's spooky. Thank you for the guidance, by the way. I'm like a sort of child lost in a supermarket when it comes to this game. Hello. Hello, Mr. Horse.
Hello, Dreya.
I need sleep. Fuck me, that wasn't even, that was barely a joke. Oh, is it in here? No, not literally where the horse is. Is it this? Is this the recycler? I think this might be the recycler, okay. This, yeah, it has the recycle symbol on it. Okay, let's extinguish the torch, go into fucking pitch black mode, and then, recycle these? Is that how you do it? Turn on? Oh! It's easier directing than playing it myself. I have made a short film in the past, and I directed and wrote it, and I had to be an extra in it because one of the extras cancelled, and acting is fucking horrible. Directing's way easier, so I get this. Put the rest in there too. I didn't know if there was like a limit. Oh, that's quite a lot of scrap and shit. Cool. Let's put what else? The tanks in here as well. This has been fairly okay. The music reminds me of Stranger Things. That's what I was thinking of. I was trying to think where this reminded me of. It's a bit Stranger Thingsy and a little bit, oh, what's it called? John Carpenter-y at times. I like John Carpenter. Put the gears in too? Oh, but the gears are really valuable. I'll put some of the gears in, like 5 of them. Because I do need scrap. Ooh, high quality metal! Ooh. That's like some attachments, if we can build them. I was not really as big a fan of Stranger Things as other people were. I liked it. I liked the first season especially. I thought it was great. Second season was fine. And then third season, I stopped watching like halfway through. I was like, don't like it really. I was like, meh, kind of sick of these kids, if I'm honest. I really liked the first season. Is it still on? Oh yeah, I did see actually that Stranger Things is coming back soon, right? And all of the children look about 40 now, somehow. I think it's just that Hollywood has really fucked with my perception of age. Because, you know, they get like 20-somethings to play teens and then teens to play 20-somethings. That's an ominous fucking balloon. That might be Henry. Did he see me? Oh, he's coming back this way. Oh, no! Sneaky, sneaky. Away from the balloon of peace. Where's my base? Hang on. My base is, like, right here. Oh, fuck, no! Goblin mode activate. Run? Dreya! Oh, fuck! He's going towards my base. He knows where I fucking live. When did Henry get scary? Henry's such an affable, lovely man. Like, Henry, and when you talk to him, is so lovely and boisterous. Why is he so frightening in Rust? Why is he a psychopath in Rust? He's marked you for sure. If you mark people as enemies, they pop up sooner when you see them. Oh, fuck. Henry's great. Well, we're not too far away. We might be able to make it. It's very dark. You probably can't see me that well. Even if he has me marked. I don't really know how marking works. How do you mark someone? Run. Run. We have the gun out. I can't really see what I'm jumping over or where I am, so I could be falling off cliffs here. Ugh. Was that him shooting me? Or... Oh, what the fuck? Am I in a gulch or something? I don't even really know what a gulch is. Am I moving? I think I'm moving. Ugh. You can go into contacts and it shows everyone you've seen and you can mark people as friends or enemies there. There's marking, huh? See, I'm not totally out of touch with this game. Other people don't know basic information too. I think I might make it. I think he's just trying to fuck with me. Or maybe he's like stolen all my stuff and he's waiting for the shock. Is it safe to explore up north, or will I be shot in sight? I have not gone further than like L11, really. I've gone to the edge of the snow, I think, and that's it, because I didn't want to go too far off screen. Their names show up as different colours if they're friends or enemies. Is there a frenemy option? Because I think that's what I am with Henry at this point. Am I right here? I think I'm right next to my house, but I can't see the door. Oh, that's a bad idea. Don't open this. There we go. In. Oh, okay. Okay.
Dreya!
Oh, Jesus Christ! Fuck me!
Dreya!
Hello! I left your stuff! I can give you a skull!
No, that's not how it works, Dreya.
It scared the fuck out of me. That actually gave me a heart attack.
I was so close to getting you right before I saw your torch go on. I was like, oh shit, but I didn't have the angle.
Well, I mean, I'm going turtle mode, I guess.
You make one mistake, Dreya. You're dead.
I don't make mistakes, except when I do. I would say maybe killing you was a little bit of a mistake, but from now on, no more mistakes. Is he gone? Is that a pickaxe noise? I don't really know what to do in this situation. Are you on my roof? He can smash open your doors easily. He's tunneling in. Well, I mean, check with the hammer for damage. Fucker. 1 second. Let's put stuff away in case I do die. Can I put locks on my things? Just in case? I mean, how do I put locks on things? I need wood, don't I? Fucking... Why am I so bright? 1 second. I need locks. I need locks on my chests because I don't have any locks on my chests. Put locks on chests. There we go. And then, do I even have a hammer anywhere? Do I have a hammer? I don't know where a hammer is. I don't know what to do. Sorry. Sorry, I'm coughing in fear. It's the upgrade hammer? I know, but where is it? Do I just build one? I was just checking if there was one in a chest. Which wall is damaged? None. All my foundations look good. So he's not tunneling in from the floor. So he hasn't gotten in yet. He doesn't know which walls are weak or not. This wall is not weak, because there's an extra layer of walls out here with the stairs. Make a metal door now? Oh, how do I make a metal door? I'm assuming metal scraps, right? Or metal fragments, whatever they're called. Crafting. Metal. Sheet metal door? Craft.
Dreya, I put something in your deposit box. Can you please check?
Okay. Is it some sort of bomb?
No.
Okay, I've received your note.
Thank you.
It's very sort of Graham Norton in Father Ted vibes from Henry there. Henry isn't even live, was gonna go spy. What's he just doing this for just for himself? Oh, don't piss off nice people. They do this to you. Oh, I hear... Okay, so what I'm gonna need to do is remove this door quickly and then place this one down, right? I think that's what we have to do. So... Do I hear a saw? You need the upgrade hammer? Really? What do I do? Or just log off? Well, unfortunately, there is a 10 or 15 minute leeway where he can still break in if I log off, even with the offline raiding thing. Okay, so... okay, I'm gonna slash remove.
Dreya.
When did you get so scary? Alright.
I'm not streaming.
Fuck me! Remove.
This is the true me.
And then lock. There we go. Now metal door. Okay. I mean, I think my defenses are okay enough that you're gonna have trouble here. I can turtle in here longer than you can. Is the door on the proper way? I think so, yes. No, it's not. Fuck. Whatever, we'll figure that out later. Needs to open out, doesn't it? Because there's like that's how you do the airlock bit. But even so, this is metal now. And I can repair the walls. I have lots of stone. So, like, I can repair if he gets anywhere close. Oh, this... No, that's not broken. What is that? Is he building ladders? I didn't check my roofs. I think he might be building a ladder or something and trying to get in from the top. What's he building? Tom Waits' voice. What's he building in there? Don't taunt him. As long as your roof is stone, it should be okay. I think it's stone. Is it stone? Hang on. Yes, it is stone. This is the current grade. Upgrade to sheet metal.
Okay, Dre, I'm gonna go now, so it should be safe for you to go outside.
I am expecting landmines or some shit now. I mean, jeez, that's the most ominous sentence I've ever heard. Can I do sheet? I can do sheet metal, but that would take a lot of metal to upkeep. Should I just fucking... Building decaying? Why is it decaying? Oh, I need metal now. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, what the fuck has he done? Hang on. There we go. 18 more days.
Hi, Hayes.
Back in. Hayes is there. Why is Hayes there?
I'm just tormenting Dreya. What's up?
I just got the drop, so I'm sprinting home.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna leave that to you two. Good luck.
Coward.
Okay. See ya, Hayes. Nice to see you. No, Hayes is on my team.
Oh, fuck. Wow, your character is glowing. Why is my character glowing? Hello, Tobev, by the way. I mean, can I, like... You have 3k metal? I do. Should I be upgrading walls to metal in that case? Should I be? Like, will this be... Like, will this take a lot of metal to upkeep? I guess it doesn't matter. I can just have stuff smelting. You know what? Fuck it.
Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear say wayo. Who was the other person that was with you? Was that Dylan?
It was one of the Dylans. I'm not going to tell you which one because you'll hunt them down too, probably.
Dylan versus.
Ah, fuck.
It's Dylan versus, wasn't it? He fucking.
How do I upgrade this one? I can't reach it because of the fucking
wanted
thing.
to come with me on the balloon.
He was bitter. Need the metal frags to upgrade your tech tree, though. Do I? I thought that was
quite
scrap
friendly
only.
with Dylan.
Okay, that's some of the walls upgraded. We just have one weak one that I can't seem to fuck. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Look at that. We're so safe now. 1 second. Let's just dump some of these in here. Oh no, it's still 2 days. It's probably fine. Oh, it's gonna go through a decent amount of metal, isn't it? I can take out some stone now, though. I mean, I guess what I will do is just, like, run out there and try and kill him? Let me put everything away for now. Just put everything away. Like, this is... He's not going to be able to get into the base. What the fuck has he been doing? He can build here? Is he authorized in my house? Hang on. What the fuck is that? How did that happen? How did he break in already? Hang on. Is this the fucking thing that happened with that guy living in my walls? T/remove. Are some of these walls not mine? You can remove this entity. You can remove this entity. Floor, you can remove this entity. What's he done? How has this happened? Anyone can build twig floors? That's a mechanic? Why don't I know about this game? He's still here. I've reauthorized myself, I think. That went extremely well. I'm still glowing.
Sorry. Taking the Thompson. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm looking around you. Bye, Dreya.
Okay, goodbye. Was that payment? I think he's gone. Okay. I mean, that was... Thank God you have the metal door, I know. Oh, but we still have the custom SMG, so we're actually not too bad off. I need to make more bullets and stuff. Fucking note. Why am I glowing so much? Hang on, do I have any armor as well? I had a hazmat suit and some... Actually, Gamer Fiend. I met Gamer Fiend last night, and we were chatting for a bit on this. And, he might be the loveliest person I've ever seen in my life. Like, he came across me dying of radiation sickness, gave me pumpkins, water, and a hazmat suit, and then guided me around for a few minutes. Honestly, we don't deserve Gamer Fiend. Everybody else has been awful. No one else has been nice. Everyone's been horrible to me in this. Glow on, you shiny diamond. 1 second. I think we're okay now. Make stone triangle honeycomb wherever you can. I know. Barload shouted at me for not doing that until late. Hang on, hit of tea. What do I need now? Eat. Eat is important. Gamer Fiend is a lovely guy. I was like, oh my god, somebody nice on this server. It's amazing. Blind them with your shining light. Why am I shining so much? Does anybody know? I'm actually running low on tea. How is that happening? I was expecting this tea to last me forever. I've just run out of tea. Cooked pork. Yeah, we don't need any food anymore. I guess we'll wear this random fucking hat and try and make some armor. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just wearing the hat. Gamma Radiation Explorer. Exposure. A Radiation Explorer. Oh, fuck me! So that was a lie. Is this still Henry or is it some new horrible person?
It's Tambo, your stuff's still there, I'm off. Bye.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why? I want to fucking kill him just out of spite. Tambo killed Henry? Oh. Oh, my avenging angel. Look at my stuff. A scrap of paper for leaving notes. You left a scrap of paper on my body? Read chat. Tambo killed. Tambo killed Henry. Sorry, that's extremely funny to me. I'm taking some bullets. Nothing else. I'll leave him his other stuff. Mine now? Just... Oh, look at my base. Look what he's done to me. Jesus. I mean, my base looks ridiculous now with this little, like, stripe going around it. Uneven stripe as well. Where's Tembo gone, then? See if you can grab his gun so it doesn't respawn. Where is his gun? I don't see it. I can't, like, pick up bodies or anything. It might be under my house. The clipping is pretty bad on this. They've started honeycombing it for you. That's a torch. Was he just holding a torch? What did he have that killed me? It must have been an SMG or something. I don't see a gun. Right. Well... I don't feel safe in my house anymore. This is the problem. Tambo might have taken it. Tambo loots everything that might be useful, so I wouldn't doubt it. I'm quite frightened of this server. Jeez, I'm really bad at reading chat as well. Yeah, Tambo shot Henry. Sick of this slander. Okay, jeez, I don't really know what to do, if I'm honest. Put on all this. No, put on all this, please. Put my tools back in here. This stuff. Okay, like, you know, could have gone worse, I think. We've ended up alright. I hate you, XOXO Henry. No! I'll just put that in there with the other note. I'm gonna gather up hate notes, apparently. That Henry back again.
Dre, was it you or Tambo that robbed my shit?
Probably Tembo.
Tambo now.
Look, I'll be completely honest.
Oh, did you not go outside?
I took about 60 bullets from your body. Other than that, I didn't take a thing.
Oh my god! I took nothing from your body. That's
I
how
needed
nice
more bullets.
was.
I brought all of my bullets out, and then Tembo took those too.
Are you serious? Well, okay, look, we have common enemy now.
Tembo has killed me at least twice now.
Oh, has he?
Tembo's killing everybody. He's
Didn't know
basically
this.
the raider of this server. He's killing everybody and taking everything.
Ooh.
He's the villain.
Interesting. I didn't know this.
I like Tembo. Tembo's good.
I'll give you some meat. I'm not gonna do anything to you now.
Okay. We're fine. We have a common
I hope he
enemy and we
didn't
both
take the
killed each
note
other.
from you. Did he have the?
Oh,
did he have the,
I
like-
did
oh,
take the
gee,
note. I
come
found the
here,
note on my body.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. Hey, come here for a sec. I'll show you something.
Mm.
I swear to God, I'm not gonna shoot you.
Oh,
Didn't bother coming
okay,
out.
okay.
Like I have a lot more stuff. I've like rocket launchers, grenade launchers, everything. Like the loss. It's.
Jeez,
there's
I'm
no
so
point.
outpaced on the server already.
No, you can team up. No, honestly, like yeah, you'll be able to. I'll give you stuff. Don't worry about that. So what you're able to do is actually, if you want to break into someone's base, you can place level 1 materials on.
I have just
like,
discovered
on it.
this. My chat
So, like,
informed me. I was like, what the fuck is around my house?
Yeah. So that's what I was doing. So it's really easy for you to delete. If you just shoot it a couple times, it'll come apart.
Yeah, it's just twigs.
Do you want
Lovely.
to come see our base?
Yeah,
I
sure.
I'm not gonna let you in, but I'll show it to you.
I'll check it out.
Wee. Not letting you in because well, it's just very top. Like it's a very complex build.
I
Please don't
only
shoot me when
discovered
I'm back to you.
honeycombing at the end of the last wipe, so that's about how complex I can build. I like Tembo. He plays Rust the
what?
way it's meant to be
I don't
played.
even really understand what honeycombing is. I just like it. For me, anyways, the entire intention of this game is if someone's going to break into your base, make them use as many resources as possible to do it.
Oh yeah, I
And
don't
then
know if
they'll-
you noticed, but I was upgrading my stuff to sheet metal while you were building around me.
Really? Yeah, I saw that. But it's like, yeah, and then you'd add like a few doors. Hey, Hayes. Tambo's
Hello,
been
Hayes.
killing everyone, apparently. I didn't know this.
Hello. Yeah, Tambo's been out.
Tambo's a
roaming lot.
goblin.
Tembo
I'm
is
gonna
like
have to get him
the
back,
robber
but-
baron, basically.
Yeah, I know where his haze is. Because I have a haze right above his. And, yeah, I'm definitely going to get him back. I'm just showing Dreya the cool base. I'm not going to bring him in, but show him it.
Yeah, it might be a risky one to bring in, but have a look.
I'm not risky. I mean, I've only killed like one person in this server so far. I've been murdered a lot more because of prejudice.
Was that
I
one
would say.
person me? Was that one person me?
I think so. I think you're no.
And-
You and Tembo have both
I
killed
feel like
me.
that's
That's
a
it.
fair enough prejudice to have. I feel like that's a fair enough, very fair enough prejudice to
I'm a
have.
sweet
Like the
little
one
boy,
person
exactly.
you murdered, and it's like maybe I should be a bit wary of you.
Oh, I love
check
this
out
game.
this house.
Oh, is it that tower in the background, or is it
this?
this like
No,
fanning out
no,
building?
no. That'll
Oh,
come
that's
down in it.
extremely complicated
Yes.
and big. Holy fuck!
Yeah. No, I didn't do this. It's twitch.tv/effort. He's done
Oh,
fucking
I know
everything.
Effort,
He's
yeah.
fantastic. So
Effort's been in
he
the chat a
built.
couple
It
of
has
times.
like 5 different tool cabinets.
Jesus Christ!
And they all contribute into this gigantic base, which I think is wonderful.
It's basically like a full compound.
Oh, it is, yeah.
It's
He's been
incredible.
very kind, and like we've just been like my main role has just been contributing. So like I just like go out and get rocks. I'm like, here you go, sir.
Like a little surf.
Connor, we need rocks. I'm like, yes, sir. Do you want to go on the balloon and then harass people?
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. I've basically just been gathering materials because I plan on
Whee!
making some sort of little puzzle dungeon at some point. That's kind of my project
Oh,
for this
that's good.
server.
How do Yeah, I'd say if you want to build like a project sort of thing, around L11 is like the kind of creative area of this game.
Good info. This isn't even a big clan base. It's a medium one. Imagine
I'm
that.
not gonna apply
The dude has a red
any more,
icon. He is enemy. I mean, he's definitely
not gonna
killed
get
me.
any more weapons. Oh, take off your. So I think I landed one like base.
I would like to mention, when I first started shooting at your balloon, I wasn't aware that you were in the balloon. I just liked shooting at the moving target. I'm like a cat with a laser pointer, to be honest.
You'd be surprised. Everyone shoots at the balloon. You're just
just
there
so
flying
tempting.
around on your lonesome, having a nice time. I know, but my God, is it fun to fly?
I wasn't sure if I could maybe pop
let
it
me
or
see.
something and make it fall out of the air. I don't know if that's a mechanic.
I think it's like you do lots of damage and it'll just start deflating faster.
Okay. I want to keep this
Look,
loaded
someone
just in
built
case.
a house on a tree.
Well, that's quite nice.
I love the foliage that
I
they
love
have
that.
surrounding this, as if it's like some invisible fucking thing. Okay.
Oh, I've passed this
so
house
I
before. It's the
landed
one with
it
like the little
around
research
here
table.
somewhere. But I've actually found out. I think a lot of people like solos and stuff, like solo people, are having a hard time getting into the game, which I feel like is a bit fair now because the you have to research more, if you get me.
Oh yeah, I mean
get
the
stuff. So like
all the scrap researching and stuff was I was very surprised to see that was back.
yeah. Oh, by the way, look at this. This is a this house is a cat.
Oh.
Like, I'll see. We'll show it from above. Just check this out. Okay.
Okay, into the thing. Yeah, I nearly died on these spikes earlier, didn't I? 1 second. In. There we go. I've stolen balloons in the past, but I never quite figured out how to fly them accurately. I think it's something about maintaining height levels. Chat tried to explain it to me, and I got bored and left.
So it's like as you go up, it's kind of like it's like steering a wheel. So at the higher you go, the more the wheel steers.
Okay.
So if you stay at a certain height, the direction is going to stay constant. So if you look at the flags as we're going higher, they're kind of spinning around. Yeah, look at this house from above. It's amazing. It's a cat.
Oh, it is! I see. God, people are good at Rust. I'm not good at Rust.
It's like there's drama.
1,200 hours and I never knew the height made a difference when turning. I just got in and went random directions.
Little Paris.
Oh yeah, I heard about Little Paris.
Okay, let's go to it, because I want to show you the Louvre.
Can you even make, like, big pyramids in Rust? Does it look very strange?
Yeah, no, it's like roofs. You can make roofing, you see, and then
okay,
they can
like a
kind of
peaked
join
roof.
together to make. Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, not many people are flying the balloon around in proper Rust servers. I guess because you are an insanely good moving target. Petit, not little. I speak a little French. Petit patty.
Okay.
The Louvre is
Just
amazing.
here.
You mean the real
you might
Louvre, the
slow
one in
down.
this?
This is a very intense area.
Was that the Louvre down there? No.
A whole new world.
Don't you dare
A
close your eyes.
wondrous place for you and me.
That's the only lyric I know. I've never seen the movie.
Everywhere. I just don't know. Something.
Yeah, I've never seen
Whole new
Aladdin,
world.
by the
Let's
way.
go. We're just gonna go straight down.
The Rust one, the real one, is meh. Isn't the Mona Lisa in the Louvre? I don't actually know what's in the Louvre. Am I even saying that
if we land in
correctly?
someone's
The
house, that's
Louvre?
fair. I don't think we will.
Oh, it's very laggy here. Maybe I shouldn't have it in high graphics. I guess it's just all the people. Once
Okay.
again, he offends his community
Wow,
with his
oh
lack of
God.
Disney knowledge.
What flying? So this is IKEA.
Ooh, you could get lost for
There's an
hours.
IKEA over here. I know, isn't it amazing? One path.
Jesus.
Bring you through by
Forgive
everything,
the
you know?
15
This
frames
is,
per second.
This is the Louvre.
Oh, a little baby Louvre.
I know, it's amazing. Look, they
It's
have
so
loads of art
cute.
in here.
Ooh. Oh, this is probably my favorite painting. Well, without the edit, but I really like this painting.
You know, this is like
Is
inspiration for Batman.
Nighthawk
You know,
in the...
Batman the movie.
Oh, thank you, Dylan versus
You
for
know,
the raid.
Batman
Thank
movie,
you.
right there.
I have been hounded by Henry, but now we're friends again. Oh, I love this. This is so cool.
There's a
This is
picture
one
of
of
a
the
guy.
coolest things I've seen in
Three
Rust. I
pictures
really
of
like
one
this.
guy. Yeah.
All the
That,
photoshopping.
oh, one sec. There's a little.
I know exactly
thing
what
place up here as
Photoshop
well.
process they did
It's all
to
done
make this.
by Twitch.tv Illustrated. They've done like a.
Oh
lot of
yeah, I've
cool
seen
stuff.
them on the server.
This is like
or
a
on
little
the,
praying
on the
place.
Discord.
There's a picture of a rat god giving C4.
Sorry, I laughed and then coughed. Sorry.
Whoa!
Oh Jesus, Arcvis oil paint
Look
plugin.
at
I think.
this.
Ooh, that's very
I think
very
that's,
cool.
Brat Damon.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. Holy shit.
Little-
Holy
the
fucking.
dribbling
What?
chin
How did
over
they
that
do
corner
that?
is great.
I know that is.
Oh yes, I
fucking
forgot I had a
extra
shout
right
out
there. You do
command,
not
so
need
use that whenever anybody raids or anybody notable comes in. Not that you aren't all notable. You're all notable to me, and I love Frinf as well.
I think that this photo here would have been better if they broke it up into multiple different ones and kind of stitched it, if you get what I mean. Because like the resolution of this is just not good enough.
I don't know, it has a certain charm that it looks like it's a Minecraft painting.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
And then this is the.
What am I
This
seeing?
is the
Oh,
Eiffel Tower.
The Eiffel Tower! It took me a second. Oh, I love it. I love Petit Paris. It always makes
I
me
think
feel like
that's
a
it. Oh,
prick
there's
whenever I say
Is
Paris.
there boulangerie? No. Oh, these are just people's houses here. It's a
Maison de
little
Rey?
Gusto's coffee shop. It's a delightful place.
This is lovely. I need to come here more often. The quality of the real one isn't that great either. I've never been to Paris. I don't know if I ever will. It's one of those places I've never really had that much of an interest in going to.
Yeah.
Because, where'd Henry go? I've gotten lost. Hang on, I got lost. Where did you run to?
Over here.
Okay, there we go. Instantly got lost. But
Ooh,
what was
what's
I saying?
this?
Oh yeah, I've never heard
Le
somebody have a
Tune.
good experience in Paris. Really.
What?
Le Tune?
The tune?
Le Tune. I don't know what that means, other than the.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Cheese museum. Ooh, I could go for some cheese. I ate so much cheese when I was last in France. I still ate meat and cheese and stuff when I was last in France, and basically all I ate was pate and rich
anyways, and here's
cheese
the
and
last thing.
baguettes.
Is the Moulin
Fuck me, it was
Rouge.
great.
Dio made marmalade.
And horse. I ate a lot of horse when I was last in France. I was like 16. Moulin Rouge. Isn't Moulin Rouge a movie? I've never seen it.
Yeah. Do you not remember the song?
I don't know
completely forget
musicals.
it, but I had like Lil Kim and Christina Aguilera. They're like free and game marmalade. Do you remember?
No.
Do you remember that song?
I just admitted that I didn't even know the song from Aladdin, so I don't know any show tunes. Emma's been singing.
Oh my god! Wait, these
something
are
called
doors.
Bruno from
so
Encanto.
the doors open and then like
I have no
it's like,
idea
it's
what
the
it's
Moulin
about.
Rouge. It was starring Ewan McGregor, and
Oh.
I don't know. Actually, let me
Henry
give you my
sings this
interpretation of the movie Moulin Rouge. So, Ewan McGregor comes in and he buys the Moulin Rouge or whatever, and then all the dancers fall in love with him, but he has to choose one dancer.
Well, it is
Then
Ewan
they
McGregor.
start singing. Yeah, and then the movie's over. So there you go. But lots of singing and dancing.
Wait, where'd he go? Henry?
So that's it.
Oh, sorry.
I went inside. Don't worry, I went
my
inside.
game lagged a little bit, and I just saw you disappear. I was like, "Oh God, is he taken? What happened?"
I just feel like it was like, you're like a dog with what's that thing like when they're really attached to the owners due to COVID and stuff?
Oh, and they
It's like
just
the
freak
second they
out.
go out of a room, it's like.
That was my parents' dogs. They got them during the first wave of COVID, and they had separation anxiety and would cry anytime they left the room. It was cute but very annoying.
Yeah, I've heard like one of my friend's dogs. They
Yes, exactly.
It's
Separation
like,
anxiety.
They have such.
Check
Oh,
out
this is the
Jonathan
Triumph as well.
Young's version of Bruno. See, I don't know who that is either. Singmore. There's something called Paris syndrome, where people arrive in Paris and it doesn't meet their expectations, so they have an existential crisis. That's very funny to me. I'm sure it's a real thing, but it sounds hilarious. Where are we going?
I think we're just going to the top of this. Yeah, Voir is C and... Oh, there's someone in a balloon.
Ooh, another balloonist.
Let's go. Balloon battle.
I love being a nuisance. I read this again. This speaks to me like no other game ever has. I think I just like being a little nuisance, like not really a proper villain, but just an annoyance, like a sub villain in a movie. Like, you know, the villain's sidekick who's just like, yeah.
Oh, I think that's Tambo.
Oh well, that's even better. Like, I like being. Oh, who's that little laughing goblin? That sits beside Jabba the Hutt.
That's a little friend. Oh, there's actually Blackpool, but they're calling it Rustpool as well. It's down by the kind of southwestish of us, and they're doing like bumper cars, and it's like a seaside resort.
I've
like
never been to Blackpool, but I've heard it's a little bit depressing. No goblins in Star Wars.
I haven't heard much about Blackpool. But everyone says it's bad, so I'll just take their word for it.
I know. As somebody who grew up in a seaside town, seaside resorts depress me just in concept. Balloon battle. No goblin. Who is that guy? You know, the little goblin thing who sits beside. He looks like a little rat boy who sits beside Jabba the Hutt and goes.
Go up a level.
Whenever Jabba the Hutt makes a joke.
This is like we're finding
that guy. I'm that
new
guy.
Friend or enemy. Or frenemy?
Don't you come from Blackpool?
I feel like we're frenemies.
An Ewok? No! He's like Scrombopulus or some shit like that. Who is he? Looks like one of the characters from Labyrinth, exactly. Very similar. Don't tell him, keep making names up.
Battle.
Scrimshanks. Salacious Crumb. Rat boy, Scrimshanks. Salacious Crumb. I was close with Scrombopulus, right? Same thing.
But that's definitely not Tambo. Okay.
Okay. It's just another balloon boy. Ooh, this is kind of tense.
Well, let's go talk to them, though. Hello?
Ahoy, balloon boy.
Hello? Hello, fellow enthusiasts.
It's very hard to get close. Like ships in the wind.
Hello,
Scrumbopulous, I'm dying. I mean, it's
not ships in the wind. Oh, I suppose, yes, technically these are. But isn't it like ships passing in the night or something?
That's the thing I bastardized, yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Air traffic controller having a meltdown. I'm sure balloon crashes happen occasionally. And it probably wouldn't be too disastrous. It would be funny, right? Because they'd float down. They're just baskets.
A wondrous place for you and
there's
me.
Cat Base again. Like, George Lucas's names are always like that, though, aren't they? They're just like, you know, Rampulus,
in there?
the Sith. Just whatever random names you can come up with. They're probably a Star Wars character. It can be a horrendous inferno. I guess, is it flammable?
This is like a balloon chase.
I mean, there's a gas storage right there.
Okay, we're lining up.
Okay, should I shoot or should I not?
I don't know. You decide. You know, you can be the wild card.
I see him in there. I see him in there. I don't know if I'm hitting. It's not the most accurate thing in the world.
This is just unload on the balloon itself.
Ah, that's a good idea.
This is so fun.
I think I hit him. Maybe? I don't know if I have the range. Balloon wars. Hello, Janet. Alright, I have like 2 more clips left of this.
Oh, I see. I have more ammo, but I can't give it to you, or I will.
Oh yeah, it'll just drop out of the sky, right?
Yeah.
It reminds me of French aristocrats who had a balloon duel over Paris. History
ahead,
repeats
close
itself
your
again.
eyes.
That's insane, I love it. Someone suggested a balloon race before. I don't think it happened yet. I think he's trying to run away now. Thanks for sending me into the wiki hole.
Or he might be losing, Okay, wait, here we go, here we go.
Oh,
Range
coming
2,
up
range
closer.
2.
I did. Oh, it's bacon. Oh no, is it bacon in the balloon?
Who's Bacon?
I've raided him a few times. I know him. Well, this is happening if it is.
This is like...
Come on. Oh, he only has a shotgun. He's not doing anything to us.
Oh shit, he's getting away.
What have I just tuned into? Balloon fights,
This is
apparently.
so ineffectual. Do you know what I mean? This
I
is
know,
like-
it feels like we're ants fighting or something. Or like 2 bumblebees ineffectually bumping into each other. Best content ever. He's coming
someone
closer
else
again.
is shooting us.
Oh, we might be being attacked from the
The
ground.
entire server is watching us right now. We're going down. He's going down. He's going down.
Yes! Yes! I am now out of ammo though, so we're gonna be axe fighting, I guess, once we're down to him. I'm now out of ammo, so I guess I'm gonna be axe fighting this guy. Bumblebee battles like cockfighting, but smaller and more adorable. I've seen my guinea pig sometimes fights bumblebees. One of them. My Pebble the guinea pig tries to headbutt bumblebees if they get too close.
Okay,
Frodo the guinea pig always runs away, but Pebble always tries to headbutt them. And it's very adorable because neither of them really know what a fight is. So they're just...
This is like so dangerous.
They just kind of headbutt, and then the bumblebee goes, "Rah," and then headbutt, and then the bumblebee gets bored and flies away. So it's very cute.
Hello?
Just try flanking him. That always works. Now I can't fly balloons.
Hello?
Is that his base, maybe?
I'm here with Dreya. I'm here with Dreya. It's very trustworthy.
We're not gun happy at all. I saw Dreya and Big Taff do that to Henry earlier.
Yeah, after all the previous... Hey, is that my fucking helmet?
I don't know. No, I think I had this when you killed me. I think so. It might be, I'll be honest, but I don't remember.
Okay, I think the balloon fight's over.
Okay.
That was so much fun.
That was great. I love
Let's
that.
do a victory lap.
Yeah, I think we can call ourselves the victors. He had to run away. You did have this helmet, great. I'm a murderer, but I'm not a thief. Oh, and speaking of Pebble, she's looking at me. What's up? You okay? Do you want treats or something? She's just sitting in the middle of the floor, ominously looking at me. What's up? You okay? Want to come over? No, she's just staring. What's wrong? Are you still bickering with your sister? She's gone into her box. I think she's still bickering with her sister. I think she might want me to sort it out, but they're going to have to deal with it themselves.
Okay, I'm bringing you back.
Okay, thank you. This was a nice little tour, and with a little bit of action. I loved it.
I was really excited to see what a like a balloon fight would be like.
Turns out
it's
very
kind of
fun.
similar to if you ever played yeah, Sea of Thieves. Do you know what I mean? It's
Oh,
like
I
a
was
Sea of
about to
Thieves
say,
scenario.
I was about to ask what's that one pirate game with ship battles, but I realized that was very vague, so I didn't even bother. Or what's that one with airships? I think there's like an MMO with airships in it.
Okay.
Where am I? Where are we? Oh, I'm very close to my house. Because I have the little death marker, right? It's right there.
I wish you could imagine you could skin your balloons. So I think your house is just to the north there.
Yeah, we're like very, very close. Thank you. It's like a little taxi service. Sonic.
Very slow taxi service here.
Yeah, I'm along the road, so it's like right over there, I think.
Okay, I think this is close enough.
Yeah,
this is almost exactly where you killed me.
I think so, yes. My death marker is like right next here. I think it was like literally just a little bit north, and you that's where you died. Well, happy ballooning. This was very nice.
You too, dude.
See you later. That was extreme. Remember to rate 5 stars on Uber. Balloon Uber. Oh, and just in time to get more scrap and stuff. Okay, this was a very, very successful journey. We didn't even die once. We did run out of ammo. I think, fire 100 rounds at that rival balloon. I think it might have been bacon in that balloon. I'll ask him later, maybe. Let's get some stuff. Eat, because we are kind of hungry. Vengeance. Oh, is the bot thing still going on? Hang on. If I go... Oh, Jesus, I gained... Fuck me, I'm gonna have to contact Twitch. If you missed it earlier, I had to turn off alerts, like sound alerts and stuff. Oh no, it's still going on! Let's turn that back off. So no sound alerts are gonna work. I am seeing them happen though, because I'm getting follow-botted, so I'm gonna have to fucking email Twitch later, like I do this for a job or something. Oh, God. Don't make me email people. How many now? I had 560 followers at the start. So I have gained 116 followers at the start of the stream. That's, I would say, slightly suspiciously high for me. Yeah. Yeah, nightmare. Yeah, I don't even know how you solve it, but, you know, I'll figure it out. I'm an adult, broadly. I can figure that out. It's the first time I've been follow-botted, so, you know, it's something new. It's a new experience. Every day you learn something new. I guess we'll start laying down the foundations for that thing I want to build, right? Oh god, how do I build... Hang on, first I want to build some stuff. Like, I want to build some ammo, because I'm out of ammo. So, how do I build stuff? I think to build ammo, you need these, and these. Right, I need to make some of this. Like that, and then build pistol bullets. There we go. Nice and easy. Let's make, like, 80 of them? That'll be enough. And then put these back. We'll just drop everything off. I'll organize all this better later. I'm lazy. Alright? But let's just put literally everything in the one chest. It's fine. God, my chests are crowded. It's going to be an actual nightmare to do this. But whatever. There we go. And now let's take out wood. It's me and my family of 150 people on separate computers. That would be an amazing coincidence. I'd love that. Buddy of Samish got botted by hundreds. He got so excited thinking he'd been raided, but then he just had to stress about Twitch taking his legit followers away. Oh, God. Hopefully it'll be fine, right? Again, I wish I was follow-botted. Like, what's the point in follow-botting? I don't really know. Like, somebody asked this earlier. What's the point of follow-botting? Is it just because... there's one reason, like I said earlier, is that I follow a lot of streamers who have the misfortune of not being straight white cis guys. And so usually follow-botting comes before a hate raid, which is where they just spam incredibly hateful shit at you, right? But if you're not those things, I don't really understand the follow-botting thing. Is it just to maybe possibly get a channel banned that they don't like? Or is it in their misguided soul? Is it a way to, like, sort of boost a channel that you like? Or is it just random? I can't imagine it's hard to build a bot on Twitch. So maybe it's just random. I don't know, maybe they just sent it out into the world. Anyway, let's get some wood and start building. Because I want to do that. It's random troll fun, mostly. Yeah, probably. I don't know, I don't get it. Because I like trolling in this game a little bit. You're out overthinking it, no one's out to get you. I didn't think personally somebody was out to get me. Again, I'm no one when it comes to Twitch. But and again, I don't really fit the hate raid template. You know, you have to be a certain list of things to get hate raided by scum on this website. I take any of the above just to see my own reaction. Maybe it's to make bots look legitimate by following random channels. That could also be a thing. But when they're all the same name, basically, like they're all different... Oh, that's a fucking horse. Well, it's very scary around here. I guess we'll start building. I already kind of picked out a place. I forgot the server wiped. What are you up to this time? Not harvesting human meat? I do have some human meat in a chest, but it wasn't really intentional. I'm attempting to make some sort of dungeon, or make some sort of, like, puzzle room, basically. It's taken a while, mainly because I keep getting killed. Ooh, what was this? The remove tool now allows you to remove items placed by current teammates, as long as they also have authorization. Ooh. That would help if I had teammates. Rosemary gets it all the fucking time. Every stream they try and rattle her. See, that's really depressing. If you're on Twitch and you're not a straight, white, cis guy, and very visibly all those things, you get a lot of fucking scum in your chat. It's really bad. I get it very occasionally. Actually, I forgot to bring this up. Remember yesterday, I banned somebody on the stream. And afterwards, I was like, you know what? They seem a bit repentant. They claimed ignorance. I was like, because they were being, it was on the line between maybe, they did follow up. Valor came, talked to them, and Ghost as well actually looked up to them a little bit, because I have really good mods. Love my mods. If you're a mod in this channel, love you. But did I say love ye? Oh fuck me, what have I turned into? But anyway, both followed up and were like, it could be ignorance or it could be transphobia. Just, you know, maybe err on the side of caution. And I went, you know what? I'll unban them. I think it's fine. If they come in and they're a prick again, obviously gone. So I unbanned them. And then an hour later, I checked again to see if they were still followed and everything, just because I was like, you know, maybe I was too harsh on them. They've been fucking banned by Twitch for multiple reports. The lesson here is I'm always right. I checked their account and it was like, banned by Twitch for suspicious, multiple reports and like stuff like that. And I was like, fucking, yep. Go with your gut, I guess. Yeah, I know. You're too kind in this world. Very uncomfortable vibes. I had Ghost in my Discord Discord DMs to being like a little detective for LGBTQ rights, and I was like, yes. She seems unshakable, very admirable. Rosemary. Rosemary's such a good streamer. Fuck anyone that harasses people. Yeah, I've interacted with Rosemary a couple of times. She killed me once or twice on the previous wife, actually. Anyway, so it's all done now. It's fine. But I very, very rarely have to... I think, you know what happens is that this flag... I stopped getting weirdos in chat as much once I put this flag up, and it was ages ago. Because this flag tends to ward off weirdos, basically. This flag in the background, because, you know, it's, you know, I just had it lying around. That's like a weirdo talisman. It's great. Actually, it's a tip for people who maybe are starting streaming. Have something like that up, and the creeps tend to leave. Or sometimes it kind of attracts them, which is unfortunate. I need to shoot down these little ledges, actually. Let me do that first before I start building the foundations. The vibes were off, but he came in with a Muslim greeting, and the worst he said, there's only men and women. So I was like, okay, maybe this is just ignorance from religious upbringing. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. I was like, it could just be, you know, it could be ignorance, and maybe they're a bit sheltered. And then I was like, we'll see. Again, basically, I err on the side of caution with this sort of thing. But if I mentioned this yesterday, but if something, I'll be honest, I didn't even notice the flag, but that's good because some people really notice the flag. Like the people who notice the flag are either people who are like, oh, this is a mark that the stream is safe for people, and you know, people are, you know, going to be nice in this chat, or yeah, exactly. When I first saw the flag, I was like, oh, goody, I can stay. I mean, Limmy wouldn't have raided you otherwise, but still. It's like, this is a mark. It's basically like having, you know, those like little markings that you sometimes see on houses out in the countryside, where it's like little traveler markings, where it's like, this house is safe. This house isn't going to run you off with a shotgun, that kind of thing, for like, you know, no magic people. It's a bit like that, like hobo markers. That's what I've heard them called, yeah, although I don't know if that's an okay word. Maybe it is, we'll see. But I was like, the people who notice this flag are either people who are like, better fuck off, or people who are like, oh, it's a good place. So, you know, it works, basically. Anyway, let's shoot this off. There we go. I think that's the last little spike on my base. Nice. He actually doesn't seem to have, like, tried to tunnel in, which is very kind of him. Oh, yes, hello, Henry. I didn't even see we're here. Oof. The flag defo reassured me this was a good space, too. I just had it lying around. Sorry about what happened with Taff and Dreya earlier, and Tempo. We should team up again. That was fun. I liked it. Dylan, I know it was you. He ripped it out of me. Here, live, chill people. Exactly. Here, live, chill people. Sorry, not live. Let's go. Finally, let's go place some stuff. I need to build one of these, and then put that here. There we go. We will be able to place something. We were buddies last wipe, no more. I want to get one, and the sign like 10:30 has once I eventually move the stream upstairs. I like having this little office set up. A lot of streamers stream from their bedroom. I'm lucky to have an a room in their house that we weren't really using. So I moved my computer and stuff in here. My piano. I mean, I call it a piano. It's a digital piano. I almost said DP, but I can't really say that on the internet. It's a digital piano next to this like unused fireplace and an armchair that I hate over there. So this was like the perfect little area to stream. Had like a grey slate wall behind me and stuff. Oh, my lights are dimming again. This, I don't know why, but the LED lights behind me, you can barely see them now. They're fucking... They eat battery power. It's just 100 LEDs. I think it's just really inefficient. Because what it is it's just, welcome to my DP room. Exactly, that's why I don't say it. It's just a length of copper wire with LEDs put on it with, like, sellotape. So, like, I bought it from Amazon for, like, €7. Which probably means I bought it from a fucking sweatshop or something, thinking about it. But it eats through batteries. These batteries I put in, like, 2 days ago. The casual DP drop. So here's where I want to build, basically. Like, around here in this little hollow. Or we might go north, like Henry said. I've never actually asked Henry. Do you prefer to go by Henry Flame or Connor? Which one? Because I don't mind either, obviously. Like, up by L11, K11, around here. Seems like a good place to maybe build. Maybe. I'm in the living room, which is not ideal. I think wherever you can stream is good, basically. Plus, I've seen your stream, obviously, and it's, like, nicely lit and everything, so it works. Honestly, the lighting is the one that took me forever, because this office light, the LED light above me, not the ring light, was, like, fucked for a while. Like, it couldn't... It kept blowing out. So I was like, ugh. So the lighting, like in one of the clips I did when I did the clip show at the start of the stream, just as the starting soon thing, I was like, oh my god, my lighting was so bad. It was basically like my white gleaming face just in a shadowy room. It looked like a ghost was streaming. And not like a loose ghost who has quite nice lighting. Just a fucking like shadowy, like the Scream guy was streaming. I guess I'll take a look up here. We'll take a look in L11 and see what's up. I have plenty of wood. I don't have any stone. Maybe I should bring some stone. Let's go get some stone and then go up. I'll make it up to you, Henry. I bigged you up massively before and after Dreya mercilessly killed you. It's all on my stream. Stirring the pot, are we? Exactly. I like how you phrased that. After Dreya mercilessly killed you. I believe I flanked while you took fire. 1 second. Where's my stone? Do I have any extra stone? I do. That should be enough, right? And I might put a vending machine there as well. I may be carrying a bit much. Also, it's very dark. Actually, can I build a flashlight now? Hang on, that might be useful. Can I build, like, a flashlight or a... How do you build a flashlight? Is it in weapons? How do you do this? Or is it in... A handmade sight. I'll craft that. How do you build a flashlight? Hang on. Do I need to, like, unlock it with scrap? That would suck. Open tech tree. Suppressor and weapon flashlight. Total required 225 scrap. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Fine. I hate this system, if I'm honest, but fine. Let's unlock these. Am I ever going to build any of these? I have not so far, so let's not do that. A flashlight is... just give me all my scrap. Just take it all. Take it all from me. I have 700, so it's probably fine, actually. Crafting. No, not crafting. I'm bad at this game. Open tech tree. Are people... I imagine. I heard rocket launcher talk earlier, so I imagine everybody's just on like Workbench 3 already, right? It's been like, I imagine within 2 hours, people were like, oh yeah, now we have Workbench 3 and everything's fine. Let's unlock the silencer as well. I've never built a revolver. I think we're fine. I think what I'll do is save up my money for the Workbench level 2 and then build that stuff. Like, I don't need any of this stuff, really. Maybe walls. Although I can find them places. And, like, bear traps are not really important either. I think we're good. I think we're all good. I think this is all I need from Workbench 1. It's tough to get all the resources yourself. I did manage to get that airdrop earlier, which I was very pleased with. 1 second. Let's make a flashlight now. Weapon flashlight. Craft. That's what we want. Silencer, probably not that necessary. I don't even know how effective it is, if I'm honest. Put these away. Put these away. I'm not bringing these with me. Jesus. These away. I guess just anything that I'm not using right this second, I'll put away. And now I think we're ready to go out. So I do need to go soon, like I said. I can't stream for that long, because I need to go down to my COVID-stricken parents again. Hello, Finn W18. Just do it. Wasn't that the Nike slogan? I don't know if it still is, because I don't own any sportswear. Actually, no, I'm literally wearing sportswear, aren't I? But I was bought this. This was a gift. Bear traps can be hella fun. Hide them in bushes and pumpkin plants around your base. Free loot. I have walked into bear traps before on this server. And I have died from them. But I've never considered building them myself. Most people can actually play the game. I'm pretty tired of soloing, especially this wipe. I'm still having fun. If you find a single item, you can research it using the research table to learn it. Oh! Is that what the research table is from? Or for? From, for. They're the same word, really. Okay, that's good. So if I find, like, I have a revolver somewhere, don't I? So, like, I could put the revolver into that research table I found earlier and be like, hey, learn this recipe. That would be good. I really am going now. Bye, everyone. Goodbye, Dylan. Thank you for teaming up with me earlier. It was fun. That's why I said the explosive ammo was a good find. Ooh, but you lose the item. Okay, well, with 1 bullet, that seems like a worthwhile thing. Because explosive ammo isn't actually that hard to make, is it? It's just like sulfur, metal fragments, gunpowder, that kind of thing. Which is easy to get, all of that. Actually, speaking of which, I should probably smelt some more metal. Just while it's dark and I don't want to go out. Although, again, I have the flashlight. I can go out. Let's go out. Let's scout out an area. Let's go here. Smelt. Here. Smelt. And here. Smelt. Like, the flashlight's bright enough that I can navigate with it. Although, will people... If I use the flashlight out here, will I basically be like a shining beacon to be shot? You need to have a level 3 to make it, okay. It's why there are single bullets and loot crates. It doesn't really make sense with stuff unlocked. Okay. Yeah, the previous wipe, if people are new here, everything was unlocked by default. And I thought that was the how the game worked. And so when I first logged in yesterday to this one, I was like, oh, why can't I build anything? And I was very shocked and upset. So up by here, like up around here, roughly, is where I might build it. Up by the bandit camp? I thought I might have been dead there, because I heard footsteps stop. You will be a bit, oh no. Well... Your radiation glow will be brighter, not really. Why am I glowing? Is this a glitch? It looks like I'm being bathed in headlights. I don't really know. How do I build a hazmat suit, actually, by the way? I just thought of that. I've never built one, I've only found them. Do I hear a chopper? Hang on. Or is that just ambient noise? Ooh, I don't know. Also, I can't have the flashlight out here. This is bad. Do I have a torch? I do. Torch probably is even more so, right? Wait. 6. You can eat on your hotbar? You can eat on your hotbar this whole time? I've been going into my inventory, and I'm pretty sure I've died because of that before. Because I wasn't looking around. You can eat by pressing the button on your hotbar. Like pressing... I was pressing 5 there and accidentally eating. It's a whole new world for me. Let me put this up. There we go. Silly. How didn't I know? Maybe I should have watched a YouTube video like how to play Rust for idiots or something. Dear Lord. I've been going in, clicking and pressing eat this entire time. I didn't know you could eat from your hotbar. I think I tried by like hovering over my the meat on the hot bar and then clicking and went, oh, I guess it doesn't work. I'm ashamed. Air Wolf. Isn't that a television show? Did you know about hoverloot yet? I've never heard this term. Is hoverloot? I don't know about hoverloot, no. Can I sit in this? Why is this here? Airwolf, I think, is a very old... Hold H when picking stuff up. How is this man a gaming streamer? Look, I think it's fair to say that if you come to this stream in particular... Is that the Airwolf theme? Hello. Oh, he's waving. Hello, my friend. Hello, welcome to Airwolf. Can I help you? I'd like to buy a helicopter. Yes, I fucking would. Transport helicopter? Oh, that's so much scrap. Oh. Is this like a taxi service, or can you just summon one? It's a quick way to transfer loot. It spam picks up things without needing to press the button all the time. Oh, so it's a bit like oh, what game had that? Is it Borderlands? Had that like quick loot system, which is quite good. Where's the exit? I'm lost. 1 second. Zoom in. Not here. Cool. Let's keep following the beacon. I put down like markers and then forget it. You buy it and it's yours until it blows up. That's pretty cool. It is the Airwolf theme. Hello, Dark Theme Enjoyer. I've never watched Airwolf, but I think very old people in my life have referenced it, right? Like people in their 60s have referenced it to me. That is the only way I know it, and I think that's the theme song. Yes, I think it's about like a chopper, like it's like the A-Team but with a helicopter, something along those lines, maybe. Hopefully that doesn't DMCA me. Surely a theme song from a TV show is fine, right? Like that wouldn't DMCA you? Like if I played like the Greatest American Hero theme, would that DMCA me? Because I love that song. At the behest of a shadowy government organization, an enigmatic loner steals a supersonic military helicopter. This is very Monka-esque so far. As an emote that I don't think I have enabled. From its twisted creator, and uses it to fight the bad guys around the world in this 1980s action series. It's a bit A-Team. I like the A-Team. I've watched the A-Team a little bit. And that's kind of fun. Is it right next to here? Oh yeah, we're here. Okay, so apparently this is kind of a quiet place, like up north. Like maybe L10? That might be good. It potentially would, but the only way to know is to risk a strike. Yeah. I've never had a copyright strike. I've had a couple of times where muted audio happened. I think at the opening of my charity stream, maybe, there was muted audio. I can't remember what I was playing, but muted audio happened. Might have been the hurdle, I don't know. I didn't bother checking. But I've never received a copyright strike, which is nice. Because I think that takes away your, like, auto-approval for, Ooh, we're in a built-up area here. I think that takes away, like, your auto-approval for emotes and stuff. Not like I've uploaded an emote in a while. Last emote I uploaded was Dreya Smirk, which is still my favourite thing in the world. Oh, Tambo's going on another fucking killing spree. There we go. Right. I don't know, I'd have to clear out some trees, because I want to make it kind of big. Maybe I'll just build it next to my base. Might be fine. You'll never need a transport heli. The little mini-copter could be fun. How much is the mini-copter? I mean, I need all the scrap right now. How much scrap do I have? Did I put it back? I did, so I have no way of knowing. It potentially would, but yeah. Mini-copter is the best. Are you playing on a really populated server or a more calm local one? How many people have been invited to the server? 750 scrap. That's still a lot. How many people are on this server now? I've never seen more than 50 on at the same time. 300 people are invited. And I think the maximum allowed at once is like 200 or something like that. Max I've seen is 70. Yeah, it's all... this is Limmy's server, if you don't... Again, as a refresher for people who don't know. This is an invite-only Limmy streamer server. And so I think the only people in here are like occasional streamers. I've seen it max out around 75. That is a chopper, by the way. Oh, that's a mini-copter! That's fucking great! That's exactly like, I watched the only episode of MacGyver I've seen. He built that out of, like, matchsticks and chewing gum. That's great. It's been open to long-term followers and subs on the Limmy channel now. Okay, cool. No wonder it's so peaceful. People tend to be a bit nicer on this server from what I've heard. Apparently real Rust, not that this isn't real Rust, but you know, in real Rust, you get fucking lit up constantly. Each month new people are added. Yeah, I know that. I got added fairly early on, like the start of the second wipe, I think. Is that a deer? Oh, I'm kind of frightened here. I don't want to be here. I might go back to... I think I'll build in L13. Fuck it. We'll start building. Before I go, I want to at least start building. What time is it? It is 15:50. I can go for another 20 minutes at least. We'll get down some foundations and a tool chest and stuff like that. Watch some Wellin Rust vids, or Vellin, I don't know how that's pronounced. By far the best Rust content out there. Really, the only person I've watched play Rust is Limmy, honestly, and other people on this server. Like, what's the website that I have bookmarked? I can't remember. Neutral Cafe, I think it's called. neutralcafe.tv. Actually, yes, I should shout that out. There's a website called neutralcafe.tv. There we go, thank you. God, I love being a streamer. It makes me feel so professional when that happens. When I go, yes, of course, yes, it's in the chat. You can click it there at your leisure. Just makes me feel all nice. But that is a website where anybody who is on the server gets kind of shouted out. Their stream gets shouted out, and it has like a little grid of people you can click on, and people who are playing the game, or people who are in the server but are playing something else. It's like a nice little community thing that I've gone to a couple of times for follows. You know, just to check out people. It's nice. Can I mine this? No. This is the most annoying thing about this game, just before I get back and build stuff. When you're in a safe zone, and there's just, like, resources fucking everywhere. It seems like they do it to troll the player. Like, there's so many resource blocks around here anytime I go through this camp. And you can't mine them, because it's seen as, like, an offensive weapon. I am jamming my finger on the 1 button, and it's not bringing out the pickaxe. Tease nodes, is that the term? In the servers I join, there are people throwing slurs everywhere. That is one of the main reasons I did not stream Rust until I got invited to this. I actually didn't own Rust until Limmy invited me, and I was like, you can with a rock? Ooh, do I have a rock? Let's test this. Ah ha ha! Again. Hang on. How long do I have in this game? I'm going onto my Steam account. Right-click. Library. Bear with me. I have... Just checking my hours played. Steam is really not liking this. Running Rust. There we go. I have 51 hours in this game. I'd just like to mention that. I have 51 hours in this video game. I did not know this. Rocks and paddles can be brought out in safe zones. God damn it. You've come so far. I guess I'll break this one apart really quickly because I want some high quality metal. And this seems... Oh, for fuck's sake. This seems like the easiest way to get that. Although it's quite slow. Oh, it's a big old slow thing. I feel like I've watched you stream more than 50 hours. It does feel... At least 10 of that has been offline as well. So 40 hours on stream. Runs past 3 nodes to get to a specific node he saw. I believe that is referred to as tunnel vision, and it happens when I stream. It seems like my peripheral vision is quite good outside of the stream. It seems like when I stream, the brain power that I normally use, like the RAM in my brain that normally gets assigned to that, just goes towards reading chat instead. Like I would say offline, I'm about 30% better at this game. You'll never know this because obviously I'd be offline. But if I'm not talking, I'm better at video games. Like, I haven't looked at the screen in about 30 seconds. I feel like that's bad, right? Even in a safe zone. I tab out constantly and get distracted. Something's wrong with me. Okay, there we go. And I didn't even get the high quality ore. Lovely, that was extremely worth it. Cool. I think maybe you can only get the high quality ore when you use a pickaxe. Well... Oh, off screen, I was gathering up stone, because I wanted to upgrade my house to stone, right? And so I was gathering stone. It took me like an hour to find enough stone, and I walked past this camp like 4 different times, past about 15 stone nodes. Oh! That's why streaming is hard. You need two brains. A lot of people use two computers to stream, and I've never gotten a satisfactory answer to why. Welcome, Banana, by the way. I've never, like, I know some streamers who use a double PC setup, and I don't know why. I've never quite understood it. It seems like my PC handles it fine. Is it like so the stream doesn't go down if your computer crashes, or... Because that's the only benefit I can think of. But that seems insane to buy an entirely other PC. Lessens the load on each PC. Like, Rust is pretty. Like, Task Manager's right here. My memory is at 50%. My GPU is at 50%. My CPU is at 40%. Like, this doesn't really... And I'm streaming in high res. I'm streaming in 1080p, 60 frames. Rust is on high. And my my bitrate is at like 6,000, which is the max that Twitch allows. So like, what could you be doing that would max out your PC? Like, I have a mid-range PC. I think it's just people doing overkill because they can. It's like the one thing I would improve with this stream. Nothing's wrong with you, you're just distracted by real people versus a game. It's probably healthy. That's actually a way of looking at it that is much better than I was. Like, I think the one thing I would upgrade on this stream is getting a proper audio interface. Like, you know, just buy, like, even, like, a €50, like, cheap audio interface with a couple of XLR ports and a 6mm jack. That would be it. Because then, not only could I have better quality audio, because I use a Shure MV7, I think. It's the one that every streamer uses. There's two Shure microphones that everybody uses, like this one or the more expensive one. I think Limmy uses this microphone, for instance, and Northern Lion, if you know him. Those are the two that I looked up. And they sound better if you use an audio interface, so I would get that. But the other thing is that I could plug in my electric guitar, and I think that would be funny. I could plug, like, I could have a lead going into the electric guitar to the amp that I have at my feet, and then going up into the audio interface, and then into the computer. And so I could live play, like, electric guitar. Because I've tried doing that on the stream before, and it sounds nightmarish if I just put the fucking mic next to an amp. You could just smoke on the water every stream. And a riff... Look, this is the problem. Shure AT 2020 and Blue Yeti. Yeah, those are the three big ones. What streamer was on Twitter saying they were ordering a Blue Yeti? Creamies was ordering a Blue Yeti. That was it. I was like, which one of the streamers I know was ordering a Blue Yeti? And I was like, I considered a Blue Yeti, but I went with the Shure instead. I think it was on sale, so I went with the Shure MV7, which was like 150 or something euro. Expensive for a fucking microphone, but it does sound markedly better than my previous one, which was €25. When you're a pro who spends 8 hours a day on Twitch and YouTube, it seems quite useful. Yeah. Oh, you can render and export vids and host Streamlabs and OBS and such on one, then just run heavy games on the other. I guess if I was I've never rendered a video in the background while streaming. That would fuck my computer. Right? Like, if I was rendering a video from fucking DaVinci or Premiere, God forbid Premiere Pro, which is much heavier as a program, if I were to, or fucking After Effects, Jesus, if I was rendering at the same time, the stream would run at 4 frames a second. So, that makes sense. Where am I building? There's a huge open area right here. Just pick a spot. Jesus. Stop looking at chat, please. For 5 seconds, pay attention. Shure is for sure better than Yeti IMO. I did look that up as well. Apparently it's a better mic. I just use a headset that doesn't sound great. Again, I think I might be broken, because people have called me an audiophile. But, like, I have been on Creamy's stream a decent amount. I've been on your stream as well. And you all sound fine to me. And then I see what mics you're using, and I'm like, man, I overspent. Like, this sounds fine. Why did I spend €150 on a microphone? This is such overkill. Stop looking at chat. Shut up. I recognise that 20 seconds after I said it, I did look at chat again. Let's build it here. Fuck it. Hang on. I have the thing I wanted to bring up. I have like a little grid system that I made. If I tab out, go to here, bring up Firefox. Ooh, saying that, Firefox does chug my stream. We're all critical of ourselves. 1 second. If I go to other... Fuck me. Look, I went on my desktop and... Who was that? Oh, what's going on? The alerts are still on here. Let me turn these off. Turn this off. Turn this off. There we go. We're safe. Please do not pick a spot on the side of the hill again. Well, this is the good thing. Oh, hello, not the RT news. I've seen you in chat as well. My base was just back there, the one with the wooden high external walls. Crisis is still going? No, but it's catching up to all the follower messages. Because stupidly, I made my follower message take 6-7 seconds. So, you know. So, no, we only gained about 120 followers from bots. Again, I'm dreading that fucking email to Twitch. But yeah, the good thing about this server, Valor, is that it's not... just watching Zardoz now. Is that buildings made specifically for entertainment are off limits. You're not supposed to raid them. So it doesn't need to be honeycombed, and it can just be wood. So it's good. Hello, PDNT. I do a bit of live sound and studio engineering, so the fancy mic is just a bit of kit I have kicking around anyway. That's useful. I do digital media work. So, like, I do video editing and After Effects and stuff like that. So I should probably have this stuff anyway. Like, I should really have an audio interface already. I just haven't bothered. Still give room to expand? Definitely. I want this to be modular. I can turn on these and this. I just need to turn off my Stream Elements alerts window. Everything else can be on, I think. Or else this will happen. Yep, there we go. That'll just be on screen forever. I got raided while I was working on a wooden house. Oh, no. If I put up a sign, or maybe if I announce in chat, like, making a creative building, don't kill me. Look at that beautiful specimen on the screen. Anyway, what was I wanting to show? I was wanting to show this, the virtual graph paper. I found this site that lets you do virtual graph paper. It will appear soon. This is kind of the layout I want to build at first, because I was like, this is small to start with, but I can expand it. It seems modular. So, this is the layout I'm going to be following. So I need it to be 5 across, minimum, and then 1, 2, 3... Oh, it's going to be big. Okay, maybe too big, we'll see. Let's go. So let's start with 5 across, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 by 7. We have a lot of wood. We can make this work. Let's go to 3. That might work. In fact, let's do it now. I'm making a creative endeavor. Why do I talk like I'm drafting a business email in chat? It's just as soon as I type, I turn into business Dreya, and I don't like it. I am undertaking a creative endeavor in... hang on. Where the fuck am I? Fuck. L13. I'm making a creative endeavor around L13, just in case anyone gets a bit raid happy. There we go. When I type, I turn into Word Goblin. I am so old when I type. I don't use all my fingers when I type. I don't use, like... You know, I tend to type, like, 3 fingers at a time. And also I have to look at the keys. I never learned how to touch type. Because I always just kind of skipped classes when IT came up. Because I was like, I know how to use a computer. And so when we were learning how to touch type, I just didn't go in. And so I never learned. And so I type like an 80-year-old. I don't do the 2 fingers thing, at least. I can type relatively fast, but still. I love the planning going into the build. I always just wing it and end up trapping myself. For a second. Let's go. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instantly, I'm like, this is fucking huge. Jesus. For a second. Can I even build 7 in this direction? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. That's 7. Okay. You'd have known about rocks in Bandicamp if you've gone to computer classes. If we got to play Rust in IT classes in secondary school, I would have more fun. Fuck! Fuck! No! Ah! God damn it. Fucker. Okay. This is a problem. Can I need it to be all the same level, really. But this is too high up. Somehow. I'll need to build it slightly lower down. But then, I won't be able to build over this hill. This is not really flat. Maybe if I built it up here, and then going down this way, that might be a bit easier. My speaking is like a 1900s upper class member. You can build half walls and put a ceiling on that. Oh! So if I do this, and then put like a ceiling here, like a roof here. 1 second. Let me just see. Or, like another foundation, maybe? How do I do this? Build the foundation lower, then add a half wall. Does it need to be on a wall? Half wall. Oh! Thank you. Thank you, basically. So, here... okay, let's build the foundation lower then. I know now. I can do this. So let's get the foundation. So we need to go like this. Can I build up it here? I can. Let's build, you know, as much as we can, which is that, apparently. And then this way here. Saved. Saved. Thank God, if it was uneven, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I know. How do I jump high enough? Can you jump high enough with this? Yes, you can. The jumping's a bit weird in this game. Like, you have to jump and then move. I'm so used to just, like, running and then jumping. But you go more sort of, You know what it's a bit like? It's a bit like Gothic, where if you space while you're just standing still, you go really high vertically. But if you're moving and you jump, you go really far horizontally, but not very high vertically. So I have to keep that in mind, in case I'm running away from someone, which will inevitably happen. I can build... No, fuck it. How... I'm gonna get trapped in here, aren't I? Come on, up. There we go. I can build there, there. Line of sight blocked? Game, it isn't. I don't mean to, is crouch jump a thing? Oh! Half-Life vibes. Sorry, whenever I can't crouch jump and not think of Half-Life 1. Even though it's a thing in Half-Life 2 as well. I just associate with the Half-Life games. I love the Half-Life games. I know this is apropos of fucking nothing, but I really love Half-Life. Can I build here? That should be buildable. Come on. It's not too high. Okay, that's something. Sure, this is... Look, it looks like a disaster now, but what we can do is put roofs up. Like, half walls around here. We have so much wood, so it's fine. Hello, Sapper, welcome. And then... floor? Does this work? Yes! Okay, amazing. It's gonna be like a smooth block. I'm gonna guess that I need a wall there. I've been here for some time now. You need more than half wall, more half walls. Okay. Oh, there's a stability stat, isn't there? 1 second. If I get the hammer out, isn't there a way to like see 7% stable? Okay. I've never had to worry about that because I naturally build things that kind of make sense. I think. Let's put some more walls down then. Can I put a wall just like here then? Like just, it's not going to be seen anywhere, right? So I can just build like a wall like this. That'll be fine, maybe. Need supports, you buffoon. I like the word buffoon. It seems kind of like harmless almost. There we go. Look at this. I'm actually doing it. I think, like, I remember noticing that, like, some of my building was like 60% stability, and I was like, that doesn't bother me. That's fine, as long as it doesn't fall over. Flat! Look at that! Amazing! Oh, nice flat surface. That's so satisfying to me. I love it. And then we should probably wall off this area as well. Like, if I can. I can. Not. Never mind. Cool. Yep. No reason to, I guess. A small part of my antique Keris dagger came off, so now there's a metal splinter somewhere. Oof. The point of my saber got slightly bent somehow. Sorry, I know that again. That just reminded me. I need to like hammer it out. I need to polish this with like emery paper, which I have somewhere, and like oil it because it's quite rusted again. Because I forgot to oil it last time and then left it too long while the oil came and it re-rusted. So I need to polish and sharpen this, but also here's 1 second. Wider camera. Here's the camera. Oh, thank you, not the RT News, for following. Is that? Oh, have we caught up? Is that the end of the bots? I think it's the end of the bots! Yay! No. Fucking hell. Wait, that could be real. We don't know. Is that real? BPAM 1980? We'll see. Do we think we're okay? We seem to be safe. Great. Yeah, there's a tiny little bend at the tip of it. Look at that. Look, it's slightly bent just at the edge here. Can you see? Look at that tiny, tiny bend. Oh, it nearly got in focus. Hang on. Come on. Logitech, I paid a lot of money for you. Work. There we go. See the tiny little hook at the top? So I need to, like, hammer that out. In case I need to stab somebody, I guess. I mean, there's no reason to. I just like having a sword. My dad gave this to me. Because he's that kind of fucking nerd. Named me after a Vampire the Masquerade character. And then gave me a sword when I moved out. Anyway. A small part of my... I don't even know what a Keras dagger is, if I'm honest. I built my first base off the side of a cliff. It was a fucking nightmare. Lol, clipped. Okay, let's... I can't find the splinter. Well, I'll notice if I ever sit in it. I lost my Bluetooth earbud yesterday. No, it was 2 days ago. And I got a text this morning from my mum saying that they found it in their doorway because I was dropping off groceries to them because they have COVID, or getting over COVID. They're still in quarantine, but they feel fine, basically. She messaged me saying, like, oh yeah, I found it in my doorway and it still works and everything. So I was like, fucking yes. Don't have to fucking buy a replacement Bluetooth earphone. Ugh, it's these ones. I recommend them. They're only like 40 or 50 euro. Sound cores. They're quite nice. They last like 8 hours on a battery. The charging case gives you like an extra 40. It's really good. And they're relatively stress-free. Bluetooth has come a long way. I had Bluetooth headphones when I was a kid. Actually, they might still be around here somewhere. There were ones that like wrap around your fucking head and like loop over your ears, and they're really painful. I had Bluetooth earphones for ages, and their battery life was like 2 hours. And they sucked. Basically, the audio quality was really bad. Now, these ones are quite good. Turns out Bluetooth got good while I wasn't paying attention. No, full walls, please. We want full walls. It should only need one story, I'm guessing. I don't really know how shotgun traps work. Also, I will need shotgun traps at some point. Oh, look how much wood we have. We're fine. I'm just going to build a basic little entrance, and then I will need to go, right? In case I need to stab somebody. Look it up. Hang on. Tabbing out again. Again, referring back to this blueprint. I love graph paper. Is this a weird thing to say? I really like graph paper. It's just really satisfying. Check your Discord. Check my Discord. Hang on, full camera. Oh, actually, I should show this. My brother got my mum these for Mother's Day, which are earrings based on her 2 whippets, and I think they're kind of cute. Don't forget the tool chest as well. I will. Random media. Ooh, it's one of these boys. That's really cool. Like and that's the splinter missing, maybe. That's really cool. Ooh, I love that. And is this the scabbard? Scabbard's almost as cool as the knife. Sorry, I just really like that. Anyway, this the scabbard for this was very cheap and rotted away. I think it came secondary to the actual sword, so I don't have a scabbard for this anymore. It's just the sword. I actually tightened the handle at some point because it was quite loose, so now I can actually use it if I need to. Again, this is my equivalent of having a baseball bat. If there is a home invader, I'll grab this and just sort of swing it wildly at them like a basic enemy in an NPC, or like in an RPG, you know, like an NPC character. Just kind of going, where? Because I do not know how to fight. It was slightly longer at the bottom, the kind of hand guard thing almost. Oh, okay. Oh, I understand. Okay, 1 second. Let me go back to the game. I want to get this basic layout done. Or not even the layout, just this basic box bit done, at least. Swinging your sword, shouting, I'm only a little guy, you wouldn't hurt a little guy. Again, I think in real life that would work better than it does in Rust. I think it would. Genuinely, I think if somebody tried to fight me and I went, I'm just a little guy, I think they'd be so confused that they'd stop, at least for a second, and then I could fucking stab them. Like, if you were in a fight and somebody went, please, I'm just a little guy, and then you'd probably go, what? And then they'd go, rah. You know, again, goblin strats. I saw on Twitter the other day that goblin mode was trending, and I don't really know what it is, but I did think for a second, they're stealing my identity. Because I was like, I'm a goblin for just a second. Your little goblin noises. I like doing that. I've never related to him post more than, I think it might have been a copy pasta, but that one where it's like the person describing how they like walking around their house in the dark, pretending to be a goblin to like alleviate stress. What was that? Picking up trinkets and laughing like a goblin? Hang on. I have that saved. Let me just very, very quickly. Goblin... was acting like a goblin... Reddit. I think it was on Reddit. Acting like a goblin Reddit. Hang on, Firefox is struggling. I like to creep around my home and act like a goblin on r/confessions. That's what I was thinking of. 1 second. I don't know why, but I just enjoy doing this. Maybe it's just my way of dealing with stress or something, but I do it once every week. Generally, I carry around a sack and creep around in the dark in a sort of crouch-walking position, making goblin noises. Then I'll walk around my house and pick up various different trinkets and put them in my bag while saying stuff like, "I'll be having that," and laughing maniacally in my goblin voice. Trinkets, by the way, can include anything from shit I find on the floor to cutlery or other utensils. The other day, I was talking with my neighbours, and they mentioned hearing weird noises, like what I just wrote about, and I was internally screaming the entire conversation. I'm 99% sure they don't know it's me, but that 1% chance is weighing on my mind. And I was like, I would really enjoy that. I think, I have very hazy memories, but I think I may have done this as a kid. I have so many little trinkets, I'm like a crow. Exactly, goblin. You'll never get rid of that Irish or. If I did, I'd be betraying myself, I think. People mock me for that a lot. I remember people, when I first started streaming, would ask me to read out sentences that had or in them. Like, the or the or. And it's, like, completely understandable in my accent. Like, you know, something you paddle with in a ship is an oar. And then it's like, the O or E that you mine. And people was me. There was others as well. But it's like, say the or the or. And it's like, I don't know what's happening. Uranium ore. Yeah, like, the letter or, the word either or, the word or to paddle, and the word or is in mine are all the same word. And it's the letter one that people get annoyed with me, I think. Because apparently you're meant to say R. Like, you know, QRS in the alphabet, but that just feels wrong, like I'm a pirate. It's or. Anyway, let's get back to the game slightly. Pretty sure I got Sapper involved back when he was still names. I was like, what am I doing exactly here? Let me refer. The letter or doesn't exist, that's probably why. Shut up. Okay, so we need... So this is gonna be at the very back wall. Sorry if I'm tabbing out too much. The very back wall is going to be a little chest, right? So, like this. Hang on, like that. And then a doorway. This is going to be like the treasure. It doesn't matter where the walls are. Hang on, 1 second. Uranium ore. 1 second. If I want these to be even. Remove you and you. There we go. If I build these walls properly, like this, and then this. Yeah, so this is where the like prize at the end. Are you making it now? I'm laying the foundations. I'll just make this little bit first, and then I want like 2 squares between it, and then like a back wall. Hang on, I need to put this up on my other monitor. Hang on, let me just do that. I need to put the plans up and then zoom out and then fucking zoom back in. No, stop fucking drawing! Ah! Alright, clicking does not really work on this little layout. Okay, perfect. There's no, like, hand move tool on this. I'm so used to Photoshop. Okay, so, then there's a space and then rooms. So, 1 second. I'll actually head out now. Well, I'm ending in, like, 5 minutes, so thank you for joining. Then there's going to be doors at the... 3 doors at the end. Okay, 1 second. Let's do that first as well. Again, I can just look at this now. It'll be easy. It'll be easy. So we need a doorway here, like this, and then a doorway here, like 1 away from it, right? No, 1 gap, and then a doorway here. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so T slash remove, click on this one, and that works, right? And then this one, and these will be doorways as well. Here, and here. And then doorways behind... Well, no. Blah. There'll be a corridor... There'll be walls in between these. So, like, basically, in this one... I might change this around, but in this one, there will be a shotgun trap pointing out this way. Because there'll be, like, a foyer area here, definitely. So there'll be a shotgun trap here and maybe here as well. Like that. Right, and these will be sealed off. These will be dead ends. And then seal this off as well, I guess. Yeah, good. And then there'll be a corridor that goes this way. So, like, you can go in this way, and this is the right way to go. Like, this is... You got the correct answer, so you can walk through. If you chose the incorrect answers, you get shotgun blasted. You know, that's kind of the vague... The mind of a murderer. This is kind of the vague idea of this thing. So, if we go along here, and then there'll be another room, like, right here. So, starting... One second. So, 1, 2, 3, back. So, 1, 2, 3. So, like, here? Here might work. So, like, here, there'll be another one with maybe 2 doors this time. So, it's a bit easier. Or maybe a harder puzzle or a riddle, but with 2 doors. And then, if you pass that one, you get to the prize. And I'm doing it this way because this seems easily modular. Like, I could just keep adding more rooms. Or, like, go off in a different wing as well. Sort of works, right? Maybe? I just need to look up, like, puzzles for infants, because that's kind of the skill level of this sort of thing, right? And I don't know where the TC will go. I'll just put it in, like, a locked room here for now. Yeah, so, and here's the like, treasure. Or, like, maybe there'll be a coded door here at the final challenge. So it'll go 3 doors. So, like, a triple multiple choice question, maybe trivia or a puzzle or something. And then a 2 multiple choice question. And then you get to the last door, and it's like, what is the fucking answer to this sum? I don't know. Is that the best I could come up with? Apparently. And then you input that into a code, and it's like, now you have unlocked the treasure. And it'll either be some genuine treasure, or maybe I'll just put a fucking shotgun trap down there. Who knows? That would be funny. It wouldn't be funny. It would be really annoying for people, but, you know, it would be funny to me, and that's what's important. Put that there. Should hide numbers hidden nearby. Oh, that's a really good idea. Like, have little signs that are just, like, tiny little numbers hidden somewhere. And it's like, oh, did you find the code? You can record voices in this, right? You can record voices and have your voice play when they step on a thing. So I could have me doing an old man voice, like, did you find the numbers 4? Then you shall access the door. That has to be it. Sorry, I made myself laugh, which is a really bad look. You can't laugh at your own jokes like that. Please make it rhyme. Everything has to rhyme. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen, I guess. There we go. So there needs to be those 3 doors, those 2 doors, and then out here. I think that's all I have time for today, but that's the plan. I might log in tomorrow morning to play it. Or maybe gather more materials or something. Basically, I don't know when I'll next be playing Rust. If I'm streaming tomorrow, I'll probably be playing Alien Isolation again, because I think that's fun. Maybe Friday I'll probably be playing... What's it called? The Council. But I might play a little bit of Rust on Friday, actually. So yeah, let's say that. Let's say on Friday, because I'm free longer on Friday. I think, as long as nothing else comes up. What I'll do is start with like an hour or 2 of Rust, and then play like 2 hours or 3 hours of the Council, because I like both of those games and I want to play both. So yeah, is this going to decay if it's just twigs? Do I need a TC here? I'm gonna put one down anyway, and a door and a lock, because I don't want this decaying. Basically, 1 second. Put a door down. The other way around, I think. Down here. Yes, and you didn't get to Council last week? Well, I was doing a charity stream, to be fair. 1 second. Over here, over here. Oh god, please make it rhyme. You definitely can laugh at your own jokes, Dreya. That's my whole brand. And then TC here. Let me see. For now, this will be the TC. I'll move it later. Not complaining, the charity stream was fun. Your base is not protected and decaying. Let's put this in here. So it's protected for, like, 4 days or something. Amazing. And I'll put a lock on here as well, actually. Just because, you know. There we go. And I might just... I'll go back to my actual house. Twigged walls take an hour to decay, I think. Okay. Well, now they're safe. And we can... I don't know how I'm going to get back in here, but we'll build something up to it. So this is the start of our little puzzle dungeon. Again, there will be a little foyer area with like an actual office and reception and stuff as well to explain the rules. Like, I have like a little layout built in a piece of graph paper on my other monitor. So it'll look nice, I think. Make a cafe. Yeah, maybe I could make a little cafe. Like, before you take your chances in the puzzle gauntlet, there'll be a little cafe. And maybe I talk like a haunted ringleader, like a sort of undead P.T. Barnum. Or, you know, every time you step... Again, I want to do the thing where you record your voice, and it'll just be old me. God, I hope I don't sound like that when I'm old. Oh, God, the hell that would be. I think your voice gets deeper when you're old, right? So I'll probably sound a bit more gravelly like this when I'm old, which would be a lot cooler. If I sound like this, I'll probably end things. Anyway, have a wild, chaotic circus music playing. Yeah, that would be good. Circus music. 1 second, who can I raid? Because I need to go now. I need to, like, go, you know, make sure my parents aren't dead, basically. I need to, like, drop off some stuff for them. Hayes is live. He was in chat earlier. There we go. 1 second. /raid. Hayes _UK. I had to remember how to type an underscore there. That's how good I am at typing and just streaming in general. Yeah, I'll be live again probably tomorrow. If I can't, then, you know, sorry. But I'll try to be live again tomorrow around 1 Irish time, which I think is GMT ±1 right now. Can't quite remember. But I'll be playing Alien probably. Anyway, see ya. Bye. Thank you for watching. It was a great stream. Go say hi to Hayes right now. Bye. Oh, God. Stretch. That's fun. Oh, I'm still live. If you didn't raid, you just got to peek into my little inner monologue there. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.